Well, good morning, Tomboy, since I think you're about the only one here right now. Oh, that's all right. Oh, there's Christina. How are you, girl? Hello, hello. This is last minute. I know Mrs. Potts is live. Um, she gets so serious for me. I'm not that serious. I mean, maybe I should be, but I'm not. But love her to death. Um, I'm good. I'm good, Christina. I'm good. What I did, what I'm going to show today is two things. Um, One is something I found on TikTok that come on, it's TikTok. I don't know if I believe it. Um, it's an interesting picture. Hi, Sarah. That I found video that I found on there. That I just think that maybe something for us to take a look at. And I also did my split screen with Linda Lane. Now, because Linda Lane is always cut off on the hour, like when people do videos for some reason, most of them. I mean, there's a few that go the whole like 5 hours or something, but I used Outcast and another video and I put them side by side and I've played oh my goodness, Justine, why are you up? Good morning for you, or good, I guess it's good evening for you. That's my partner in crime right there, Justine. So when you see all the chaos that I'm producing, it's coming with her too. My little investigating team that I got going. It's funny. Um it's midnight for you. Yes, I thought it was late for you. I'm thinking, wow, that's a surpriser. But anyhow, so I put them two side by side and I did the first half hour, then I did the second half hour. First half hour, not, there's not really much noise, which I never realized that between the 3:30 and 4:30 time period on Linda Lane, there really is not much sound. There's not the chaos that you hear at the one something, the two something, and all that. So, what I was trying to do is see about the cars coming and going and which ones are leaving and which ones, if we see them leave the parking lot. And, oh, yes, I also have that clip too, Tomboy. Yes, yes, yes. Because you know what? That's funny you bring that up. If you noticed, I mean, in my opinion, not many people has talked about that 2020 comment. And that's a big comment to make. You know what I mean? Because we've all been waiting to see this sheath. And if you listen to that, they didn't find that sheath until they go to remove the blanket from the girls. And that's when they seen that. The comment, Sarah, the comment we're talking about is that in the 2020, the one officer says that they entered the room, and I clipped it. We could play it later, but he said he entered the room, and when they went to remove the blanket is when they noticed the sheath. It was underneath the blanket that was on top of the girls. Yes, removed. Yes. Okay. So for all the comments prior to that said when they got to the door, they could see the sheath laying there. How would they have ever been able to see that sheath laying there if there was a blanket on top of the girls? And they didn't see it until they removed the blanket. Then they seen the sheath laying there. So that kind of, some of the comments in the paperwork that ain't right, because they said they came to the door and they were able to see the sheath laying there. I mean, maybe, yeah. But maybe, maybe the comments were made that, maybe that was the officers that came in after the blanket was removed and seen it lay like that, but that's not how I ever took it. So let me see if I can get, I got to remember where I even had that clip out right now. Oh, it's in my, okay, let me see. I thought it was an interesting clip. I really did, because it you know what I mean? It kind of points out something that we have been saying. And wait, right. Let me see here. I don't know if I can share this or not. Okay, now you're going to see my screen of my recordings. But oh my goodness. We'll go here. Go there. Let's see. Why do I have such difficult time doing this? Scully. Scully, hi, hon. No. Why is it not? I gotta stop sharing. Sorry. It's being goofy. I gotta get it up and... Let's see now if I can share that part of it. Okay, here it is. It says loading. Show on stream. Okay, this is the clip that he says this in, which, like I said, I think it's just kind of crazy that nobody else ever picked up on this. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think we were the only ones, but here, listen. Right there. They find a sheep. Can we hear it? Did you just hear? Hi, Witchy. I only clipped 16 seconds, so it's a very short clip. I just want to make sure you guys can hear it. Yes? Okay. Here's what I like this. I don't know. Nobody's talked about this, and I think this is something that should be talked about, just for the fact of we've all been asking where the sheath was and everything. Well, here we go. It's laying right there. They find a sheath for a K-bar style knife. There's no murder weapon, but the sheath is there. That was definitely the first aha moment. We have something in this house from the killer. Oh, wow. I clipped it right after it said it. Let me back it up again to make sure. It's laying right there. They find a sheath for a K-bar style knife. There's no murder weapon. Okay, well, my dumb clip must have clipped it right after that. So let's remove that. So someone removed the cover before the forensic team. I'm taking it that way. I just thought it was strange. But if you go to the 2020, go to 58 minutes into the 2020 video documentary. And that's when they bring it up. That guy says that they got to the room, they removed the blanket, and there laid the sheath. So whoever he is who removed the blanket now. And like I said, that just kind of explains why some of the body, so Nunez and all them's body cam's not going to show no sheath, because there wasn't one until they removed everything. I can't believe I clipped that and missed the main part of it. Oh my goodness. I clipped it yesterday. Tomboy and me we were all looking for that piece, that part right there, and I hurried up and tried to clip it while Dago was live, so I had split screen going trying to find it, and I must have clipped it right after he said it. But honestly, if you go to the 58-minute mark, he does say it. So I thought that was interesting. Oh, are they in my Discord messages? You clipped it there. Let me see if I can. Is it let me see. Nope. It ain't gonna let me get on there right now. Let's see. Well, I'm not gonna be able to get to it that way, but this is what I'll do. I I'll let you at least, you'll hear what I mean. Because I still have the stuff going on with my laptop right now, I'm having a lot of trouble loading and doing anything. So instead of me trying to try to figure it out, it's just not worth at this point. I'll have everything messed up. Tomboy, where'd you send it? Because I don't see it at all. You just sent it to me, huh? Told you I'm having major issues. And with my phone being linked to my laptop, it has seems like now my phone has this problem too. And everything is just a disaster for me. And that's really why I haven't been on this past week, is because of this issue. But needless to say, I can't find the piece, but just go to the 58 mark. You'll hear him say that. Now, this is the next thing I want to show everybody that like I said, I'm not 100% sure that it's true at all. You know what I mean? Because it is something that I found on TikTok. But I have seen this go around before. I've seen this, and I've matched up some of it, but it's hard because of the lighting in the background and everything else. I'm just not 100% sure that this is definitely something real. But if it is, it's interesting, and I don't know. I'm glad you believe me, Christina, because it really does say it. But like I said, go to the 2020, go to the 58-minute mark, and listen yourself as they describe entering the room for Kaylee and Maddie and seeing, girls, and then removing the blanket, and that's where they got the sheath. But anyhow, this is a TikTok, and this is supposed to be the intersection of the king and queen. To the right would be JD's house. Straight in front of us, towards the left of here, is the 1112 porch. Okay, it's supposed to be that area. And hopefully I can zoom it in more. But the point of this, I think it's pretty quick. I'm not sure. But you're going to see movement come from the left side, kind of by where the TikTok symbols and that are. And you're going to see somebody run across here. And if it's real, it's interesting. If it's not, then it's, it's not. Which, like I said, you see all the lights and everything in behind it. That's the only thing that has me thinking, oh, there you are, Tomboy. Send it to me. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna play the clip from Tomboy real quick. Lana has that video. If you're looking for a better oh, okay, she does. Okay, here.
Hours behind the killer. But as they walk into Maddie's third floor bedroom, police get their first big break.
The comforter's over, the girls take the comforter off. Lo and behold, there's a knife sheath laying right there.
They find a sheath for a Kmart style knife. There's no murder weapon, but the sheath is there.
Pigeons hear that? Where it says at the beginning. So yins know that it says it.
Hours behind the killer. But as they walk into Maddie's third floor bedroom, police get their first big break.
The comforter's over, the girls take the comforter off. Lo and behold, there's a knife sheath laying right there.
They find a sheath for a Kmart style knife. There's no murder weapon, but the sheath is there.
See?
But as they walk into Maddie's third floor bedroom, police get their first big break.
The comforter's over, the girls take the comforter off. Lo and behold, there's a knife sheath laying right there.
They find a sheath.
See that? Move it. they take the comforter off, and lo and behold, there's the sheath. So I thought that was interesting because I don't think many people picked up on that. Tomboy, I had to send you a friend request there. But that's just something we haven't talked about. Nobody's talked about it. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of an interesting point right there. Just interesting to me. Okay, back to where we were. Where are we at? Oh, Tonka, hey baby. How are you? They take the cover off. Yes, they take the cover off. Okay. Well, I'm thinking about it, and since I don't have super chats or anything, let me pin this comment. There will be my Cash App, just to have it there. They took the comforter off. What? From the door? I don't know. When they entered from the door, they seen it, took it off. I don't know. I wouldn't watch any document. Yeah. Okay, let's play this clip of this thing real quick, just because I like I said, I'm not real fond that I think that it's real, but pay attention. To your left, you're gonna see somebody running. Maybe. Here we go. It's gonna be over here. Right there. I don't know where he goes from here. Goes again. Across here. Up here. I can't see chat, so give me a minute. But I don't know. Criminal Minds does some interesting stuff. There it goes. I don't know. Let me shut it up now. Come back to you guys. I don't know. The bullseye thingy? What's the bullseye thingy? I don't know. I think that video is interesting because Eva, that's what I'm trying to find out, Krista. Sarah, do you know if there was a time ever on that I have tried to find, and I cannot, there's no timestamp on this video at all? And that's what I was curious too. Wonder what time this supposedly is from. Like I said, please, I am not saying this video is real. I'm not saying anything about this video is real. It's just me questioning, asking you guys what you think of it, because it would be interesting if it is real. But my problem is all these lights in the background. I know there's a few houses up there, but I don't think it's lit up like that. It appears to from a cell phone because it's moving. I think it's fake and it was filmed after the fact. Tonka, that's what I was getting. That's what was my next thing is. I think so too. Honestly, I think it's clipped different pieces. I don't know. There's zero snow. Good point. Good point. Good point. Now you say that there is. And I don't think the driveway's lined up right. If the dumpster's right here, I don't know, because in the house that would be beside it. Okay, yeah. I mean, it was on TikTok. It was interesting. I thought I would throw it out there, but I'm like Tonka. It would be interesting if it was, but I'm starting to really think that this isn't. But if anybody has, a timestamp to that or knows anything about this video, if it's any bit real, anything, let me know. If you're on TikTok, check out the Criminal Minds. He does really good work. I thought it was interesting, but it's been bugging me for like a week. I've had it, and I just don't know. Yeah, I was being nice, Tomboy. I'm not sure either on that one. some things are strange. But I wanted to throw it out there just to find out if anybody knows about it, if anybody knows a time, if anybody, anything about it. But let's move on from that. Let's go to let's go to what I've been working on. Let's go to this. Let's go to which one is this one? Let's go with this one first. Hold up. Go with that. Now let's share. And that one. Let's start this one. Okay. Now, like I said, what I did here is which one is this? 3:59. Okay, so this is the 4 o'clock to the 4:30. At 4 o'clock. Oh, Lucy, hello. Donna, hello. Here's everybody. I figured yins were over with Mrs. Potts, Lucy. I seen yins over there. I said she gets more intense than I do, so I'm not that serious. I love Mrs. Potts. I love watching her. I really do. But this is what I've been looking at. And like I said, welcome everybody coming in. Thank you. I greatly appreciate every one of you for being here. I'm looking to see if I missed anybody. Tonka, Donna, Kristen, Christina, Christy, Krista. There's just so many Christies, huh? Tomboy. Okay. So when I'm doing this, you're gonna see that I hold up. What I do is I stop it in different spots. I try to compare the sound. So when I start hearing a noise on one camera, I will shut it out. You'll watch me. I'll mute it, and then we'll play the other camera to see, because everybody's always talked about, oh my gosh, on Linda Lane, we can hear everything going on in the house on 1122, and not by what I can find. Even when Marky, oh my gosh, Murphy is barking a lot, I'm having a real hard time even picking it up. So I don't think that we can hear that 1122 on this camera. And if we do, it is so faint and it is so, you know what I mean? So vague. It would be hard to hear. I guess maybe if I put on headphones and really enhanced it, you might be able to. But from my perspective to watching this, I did not find anything that I believe makes it that you can hear from there over there. There's a couple things I will say. When the 425 SUV comes in, and you know how loud that SUV is, and you hear it, I don't hear it on Linda Lane. And we should, because that's a loud vehicle. And if that's a fishbowl like they say it is, then that sound should echo. And it should echo at least onto Linda Lane. And I don't hear it. So I'm just going to play some here and we'll talk as we go with it. But it's definitely, I don't know. I think it's interesting. Oh my goodness, you stupid thing, play. That was the other thing right there at 4 o'clock, just as I had to do the switch. Yes, I know the camera to the left is crooked, but that's just how the person recorded it. And I will give a shout out to Jeff H for it, because that is, and you know, I appreciate his work and that he does good at it. But, and then the other one is Outcast. I did both of those side by side here to try to see, because both of them I figured we pretty much could trust their videos, you know what I mean? So that's why I went with them too. But right here at this time, there is a beeping car lock alarms going off. Hi, Big Mikey. And I just think it's weird because I hear it on one, but I don't hear it on the other one. Can we hear it good? Give me a thumbs up, a yes, something, so I know you can hear it. See, now I just muted Linda Lane. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, Krista. Okay. Here I was backing up and messing with it because of the beeps and that. I wish I could show you how I do it as I do it, but it won't let me. And that's the other thing. For a video that they're supposed to be legit, I think I pointed out, but you're gonna notice me like I am right now, pausing. There are times throughout this video where one video is going faster than the other video, or I'm losing time because as I go, I got to stop every once in a while and stop one of the videos so the other one can catch up to it, and it shouldn't. They should be running exactly the same. It's hard to match these up to try to go back and forth to see, but I'm not finding anything on Linda Lane compared to the 1122. Even at the 415, you'll see, I'll probably speed it up here in a minute. just so we can get to the point of a lot of the barking and that. I don't know. Things just aren't quite lining up with it. Not to me, anyhow. Again, you would think that sound would echo. And it don't. I can see things in the house, us not hearing. But shouldn't we hear stuff outside if it's a fishbowl? Oh, that's awesome. I love viral ones too. Viral. Virtual. Oh my goodness. Viral. See what's on my mind? Oh, good grief. Okay. I know. I'm trying to wait for like the first car and that to come in, and then I'll speed it up here to show you guys more towards when there's sound. Viral doctor appointment, I know. I'm over here laughing at myself, tomboy. Now you hear that? All that sound that was on Linda Lane, but not on the balcony. Now pay attention. I pay attention to the time that it takes for us to see it from that video. Hold up. I agree, Tomboy. Forge Fusion or something. And why all the lights? You see all the lights over here? I don't know. I don't know what it is with the lighting in this crap of a video, but I mean, come on. Even the balcony cam, we can tell the headlights and the backlights and everything are so bright and so much more. And I just don't see a car turning around in that area is going to light the whole entire area up like that. I mean, I guess it is 4 a.m, but I don't know. But so far, I keep switching back and forth, and it's hard to tell. But what you hear on Linda Lane, you do not hear on the balcony cam. What you hear on balcony cam, you do not hear on Linda Lane, which is odd. Now, you should start seeing him over. Yep, right here. You'll see the lights. There he comes. Here he comes. And I'm sorry, this person, whoever this person is right here, they went over to Linda Lane, spun around, came back, or this ain't somebody out to go in that house and unalive somebody. I just don't see that. There's too much time spent worrying about parking. No person who's going to go into a house to unalive somebody is going to worry about where the hell they're parked at so bad. You know what I mean? And this is the time, obviously, that's supposed to be the car that we're watching that's going to park and, you know, go in and do this crime. But boy, was he worried about where to park at. I'm sorry, if I'm going in to do this to somebody, the last thing I'm worried about is driving around right around the house worrying about where I'm going to park. I just don't see that. I don't see that at all. Especially if he's trying to hide from cameras. You know what I mean? You don't want a camera to see you. You're supposed to be trying to be sneaky. So instead, you're going to circle the house, you know, for 5 minutes trying to find a parking spot. Come on. Nah. I mean, in my opinion, sorry, just my thoughts, but good to see you blue, Donna. On that one, I didn't. I know there's a part coming up where you see somebody walking right here. Here, hold on. You're going to see somebody walking through here and that. Like on the 3:30 to 4, you see it, which I don't know who it was pointed out. Maybe it's Molly looking. I'm not sure. But actually, one person parking unalive and cleaning in 9 minutes is utterly insane. It is. It is. Actually, one person parking. Yep. I know there's a couple times there's shadows over there, you know, where people are moving around and that. This time I was just worried about sound. I wasn't like picking at everything else. I was just trying to see if the sound in any way, can you hear, you know, the house from Linda Lane? And I just don't think they can. I don't think it's possible. Everything I heard in this hour, I do not hear on Linda Lane. You see my little mouse going and back and forth and me trying to, you know, see right now I had to stop the video in order for the other video to catch up to the balcony cam. The balcony cam video runs faster than Linda Lane does. So I don't know who's all into that timing, Mark B and all that. I don't know, but it definitely runs faster and it shouldn't. I'm writing that down, Tomboy. Right after they park. Thank you, Tomboy. I'll check it out. Where did you say it was? Right after what? Right after he zooms around and parks? I backed it up for a minute. Sorry, guys. I want to see. It's like around 4:07. Okay. Thank you. Okay, there's 4:07. Pay attention to the buildings. I didn't put the launcher on there, just so you know. That was part of the video I was using. I'm looking. Well, we went. Let's go back a hair bit. I want to look one more time. Sorry, guys. Trying to check it out. Interesting. Trying to see, Tomboy. I don't see anything, but it doesn't mean it's not there and you're not right. I will look at it more once, I'm not live in that. I'll zoom in on that area. Okay, what time is it? 4:08. Let's move it up some. I want you to hear when dogs start barking and that, to show that I just don't hear it. You seen something right at 4:07? Okay. I'll check it out when we're not here. You know what I mean? When I'm not. See if we can find it. Good eyes, guys. Good eyes. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of neat to see these two side by side, as for that hour, just to see. And see, I'm showing you on there, my times aren't lining up again. They're off. So I got to pause and, one video to let the other one catch up to it, which is just strange. It shouldn't do that. But I don't know. I just thought it was, neat to see these two side by side like this. I don't know. I thought everybody would like to see how the car comes in, sees it, backs it out, does all that at the same time on this. But 4:11. Is there anything that comes? Let me see. I think it's 4:15. You notice how loud Linda Lane's camera is compared to the balcony cam? Linda Lane has a lot of that noise. That noise right there. One. Can't remember what time the next vehicle comes in. For at 4:15, there is a door that slams. Okay. Yeah. 4:15, there's a door that slams on the balcony that you do not hear on Linda Lane. Eve, there you are. I played the video at the beginning that I was telling you about. So back me up to the beginning and you can see what one I was talking about. Glad you joined me. I was going to tag you if you didn't show up. Yes. What's... You guys are awesome. Oh, hello, Truth and Justice. Thank you for being here. Right now, I'm just playing, for anybody coming in, I'm just playing them side by side from the 4:30 to the 4 to 4:30. I'm really only focused on sound right now because what you hear on balcony, you don't hear on Linda Lane. What you hear on Linda Lane, you don't hear on the balcony. The hiss, okay. The swoosh. Something else I did notice is Linda Lane, you'll pick up the car coming if it's coming from Walena way before we ever see it because you can hear it on there. Like right now, there's something going by, but I don't, you know what I mean? Like we don't see no cars, which I think is so strange. Yes. Yes, there is loads of voices on the back of the balcony. I agree with him, but I don't hear nothing on Linda Lane. So for everybody saying that, oh my God, you're going to hear it happening on the Linda Lane cam, there's no way. I don't need, I don't. So something's not right. I mean, some things, yeah, we should hear because it's a fishbowl and it echoes. So you would think at, 4 a.m, there's nobody out, things are going to echo more. And I don't have it. Is there more video out there? Like there's a police have more videos? Yes. There should be more cams still coming out. Yes. Body cams and that. Eve, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. When I first start this, sorry guys, I don't think there's any noise here. I'll just pause it for a minute. Eve is right. At the very beginning of this, because I had, like I told you, I split it. I did 3:30 to 4, and then I did 4 to 4:30. Right as I went to split it, there is a, car, like somebody's locking their car door. And they do it like 3-4 times. Beep, 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 beep. And it's loud, but you do not hear it on the balcony cam. And you should. Because again, that's a louder noise in the little fishbowl. It would echo. Hey, Leslie, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I'm glad you joined us. But yeah, so Eve, you're right. You are 100% right, and we hear nothing. That's why I did this side by side, because when the part coming up here, when you start listening and why do I keep screwing up Murphy's name? I want to call him Marky. I don't know, but when Murphy's barking, and if Murphy's outside moving around, then we should be able to hear Murphy on Linda Lane. And so far, I haven't found it. But like I said, I'm just starting into this. I'm not real, I haven't deep dived because my laptop's messed up. I'm still blah, blah, blah. I'm still trying to save the money to get the extra storage thing off of Amazon that Kim told me about that, will help me. So until then, I'm limited on what I can do because it's not letting me, save stuff or anything. So, I'm trying, but so right now I just was focused on sound in here, but there's a lot of other things going on that I can, I will definitely point out. It's loud, but it's not a car on Linda Lane parking, so that means it's most likely is a car on Linda Lane dumpster, but we're missing that footage. Exactly, because what is it, 3:30 to 4:05, I think is dumpster cam is missing, because I wanted to do all 3 cams at once and put dumpster, Linda, and balcony together. But you're hearing cars that we do not see. You hear the car beep, 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 but it's on neither one of these cams. No car pulls in, no car pulls out. So that's telling me that whatever footage of the dumpster that we're missing, there's something good on it. There's something there. We hear it, but we just don't see it. Guys, they have messed with these Linda Lanes so much it's almost impossible to. It is. It is. That's why I went with Jeff H's Leslie, because I know he didn't mess with it and he enhanced the sound. And so that's why I went with that one, because I wanted, wait a minute, Lucy. Why is there no. Yeah, Lucy, we did. We did. I got some of it fixed, but I don't know, something else is going on. But there we go, I think. I got you. Okay. But the sounds are coming up. And like I said, you're gonna watch me. I'm gonna go back and forth, shutting off sound from Linda Lane to the balcony, and you don't hear it. And you should. So okay, Leslie, thank you. I will look. Okay, see there, I shut off Linda Lane. So would I, Tonka. I emailed and asked that this morning, so she should be returning my email soon. Okay. Lucy, are you saying, what are you saying? It's okay? Are you here to help? I'm sorry, I had to. It's okay. I'm here to help you. Sorry. I shouldn't be laughing that hard, but that was funny. Like I said, because I don't got Snapchat or I don't got Super Chats and that, I dropped the links to Cash App. Sorry, guys. Like I said, greatly appreciate it. If you do, if you don't, it's no worries. I understand. But I was laughing. Okay. Did I see too fast? Yeah. There's my fleas. Good morning. See? As you see, Murphy's barking, but nothing on Linda Lane. Love you, Leslie. Have a good day at work, and thank you. What? Interesting. See? Nothing. But as you can see, I keep going back and forth with it. Murphy is barking, but there is nothing on Linda Lane. I mean, maybe if we put in headphones and really cranked it up, you might, maybe. I don't know, but it's just, to me, I guess I needed this just to prove that I don't know, it's fake. I mean, end of story. They're all messed with. I know that Moscow is about ready to release the Linda Lane footage. I do know it's coming. I spoke with Amber yesterday out there, and Linda Lane's coming. So I just don't know who to first, because it ain't me, because they want $35 for it, or no, yeah, because it was like, I put in for 2 video, the other body cams that are not Noon's, and I put in for Linda Lane, and they sent me a bill saying it was going to be like 60 some dollars or whatever for them. But she also did tell me that Linda Lane's about ready to get released, that there is somebody that they released that paid for it, that they're releasing it to, which I kind of got the impression it was the Idaho Statesman. So I'm probably not going to pay the money for the cam. I'll wait and see who actually gets it first and puts it out there, and then go from there. But I do want to get the original from Linda Lane just to see. And she told me it'll be real soon here. It will be out. So we got to keep our eye open for that and go and, see. But I honestly I think Linda Lane, has multiple overlays on it. I think there's multiple sound overlays on it, and they just messed with it. Now, like I said, this clip I have here from Jeff is enhanced sound. So we should be able to pick up, I would think, Murphy outside barking. No, not inside. Inside, I don't think we would hear from. But if he's outside and he's running around that yard, which, because it sounds like he's moving. Whatever dog this is sounds like it is moving around. So if that's the case, I would think that we would hear them. We would hear that dog on Linda Lane at 4 in the morning. Nobody's out. It's, you know what I mean? That would travel. Eve, is there more footage of the driving car on Ridge Road in Paradise? I don't know. I haven't seen any, and I haven't thought about that one. There's so much wrong that I can take this clip right here, and I'll bet you I'm going to find you a good 5 to 10 things that are wrong with it. So then I start exploring them, and then I come up with this idea, and that I confused myself. I got about 10 projects going, and none of them are finished because I can't download anything. Let's finish playing this first. I must have took a nap right there. I don't know. Here's the backwards car. Oh, yeah. Like I said, the one I want you to hear is the SUV that comes in. We should hear that SUV. And did you guys know this? I'm going to stop it for a minute. Did you guys know that Ellie owns a black tinted windows Ford Explorer? Isn't that kind of ironic? Because that's what it looks like that pulls in there. But yeah, I never knew that they owned a black window, because they said black tinted windows, black Explorer that they have. Not for nothing, but Murphy tried to call out for help more than be. And that's the other thing, Elizabeth. You know what? I'm sorry that I'm really not trying to talk bad about the roommates. I'm not. God forgive me for this. But come on. Come on. You're telling me we hear how this dog is barking. He is freaking out. And they're just going to sit inside the house and not, you know what I mean? Chromatic hello. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry if I don't care whose dog it was, but if you know what I mean? You were just outside, you know that Maddie lost Murphy and you went to bed. Now you hear this dog freaking the fuck out and you just let it go? Like, how do you do that? How do you just let this dog freak out like that for a half hour and do nothing about it? You're only hiding something. You know what I mean? It just shows that you're hiding something. And the fact that if you listen to Dylan explain all this that night, you know, to the officer that this happened and all that, she does not. She mentions that Murphy was barking, but it was like, yeah, Murphy was barking, keeps on going, like it was nothing. Like, I think I'd be making a big deal about the dog that sat for a half hour barking crazy. But you know what? That dog barking happened after the car left. So obviously they're not going to talk about that because it makes it look like the intruders are still in the house or still there, or that dog would not be barking like that. Walks back in, sleeps peacefully in Kaylee's room without clicking on Kaylee or other door. Yeah, honestly, for all I know, the dog is barking at a cougar or a cat yeah, exactly. Exactly, Tonka. Exactly. Who knows what that dog is barking at, honestly. But it's not. It's something's not right. And here's the other question I have. I see my mind's scattered. But think about the picture that we have of Murphy underneath the desk, right? How did we get that picture of Murphy under there? Because during watching them interview or talk to, Dylan out front, they come walking up with Murphy and go. If you read the paperwork, the phone or the photos of the crime scene did not get taken until like 5 o'clock. Murphy wasn't there then. Karmatic. Yeah, the kitchen has evidence. Definitely. Definitely. I fully believe you on I'm with you on that one 100%. Okay, let's get this through because my mind's going 50 different places right now. But like I said, pay attention. Hopefully I don't take another nap in the middle of it. I don't know what the hell I was doing a minute ago. I should have been quieting and I wasn't. So who knows with me. But when the SUV pulls in and it rumbles, pay attention because and like I said, that isn't it just ironic that they own a black Explorer. Good question, Tonka. I don't know. Pitbull Potter. Yes, that's what it sounds like. Now listen. Okay. Doesn't this one have like it has a loud exhaust too? Or engine. But hey, remember this is supposed to be the girl that came home on break to feed her cats or something like that. And oh, this might be her, but meanwhile, this vehicle is sitting here since midnight and before. Nobody just pulls in and parks to go in and check on her cats while she's you know what I mean? So that whole story that this is her is bullshit. Oh my god, now I got your whole neighborhood barking. Sorry. Sorry, Lucy. Sorry, guys. My cats are watching. I mean, yes, it does. Huh. And that's the other part right there. The person clears their nose. I do that a lot, but they they just cleared their nose. So, hello. I mean, it's a recording because if it was straight off the cam, we would not hear that. This is a recording, or you would not. Like I said, you're not going to hear the person. Now, I know I seen in the reports that wasn't there something about they couldn't get it. So the girl recorded it off her phone at first and sent it to Ellie, and then they were able to get it while she wasn't around or something. I don't know, weird. But that always right there just proved that something's wrong because you wouldn't hear the person, sniffle their nose like that. I'm back. I had to get a 5-hour energy and chase it with a quad shot white chocolate mocha. Oh, wow. Stupid pain pills have me so sleepy the last few days. Yeah, they do. I drink an energy drink every day. Not the 5-hour one. I drink a Monster every day. I shouldn't. I know. But almost done. The other car should be pulling in. Oh, you can't do that viral, can you? Tomboy. I'll see you in a little bit, Tomboy. See, Murphy's barking. Now, the SUV is about ready to pull in, but as you can see, I'm shutting Murphy up on the balcony, and you hear nothing on Linda. Now, we might be able to hear more on Linda if we didn't have this stupid noise the whole time. I don't know if there's a way. I wish there was a way Outcast could, like, somebody could remove that static noise, and then maybe we could hear something, but I don't think so. I mean, if the dog's outside running around, we should be able to hear him. That's my opinion only. And as you see, I keep making the balcony one quiet, and you hear nothing on Linda. Here it comes. See? Nothing. And you still hear it, but you don't on Linda. Yes, Tonka. And hold up. It's almost done. Okay. Okay. So, that being said, yes, Tonka, there is a dog that barks earlier on too. It to something. But did you notice that when that SUV pulls in, right? You hear it rumble. You blah 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 the whole way through. Now, supposedly it's just to pull in and park at 1122. But if you listen to it, it sounds like it goes a little farther than just that driveway. To me, it sounds like it goes over and it goes up the hill. Because I'll back it up here just a minute. So if you pay attention to that rumble of that vehicle pulling in, once it passed that camera, it should only go another second, 5 seconds longer, and it should be in their driveway. And it should be shutting off, but it's not. It goes to, I don't know, it like rumbles around for a few minutes that I think is strange. Here. Listen. See, it should have. Okay. Here it comes. Now pay attention to how long we hear it. Thank you for the cash app. I can't see who did it. I just seen that there was one. Oh my gosh. Scully, I'm sorry. He got banned. So he sent me a cash app. Thank you, Scully. Sorry you got banned. But do you notice we're still hearing that car? Doesn't it sound like it's still moving? At this point, it should be in that driveway parked. Yes, I'm messing with the volume so you can't hear it, but it stays going. And I think that car goes up to the top of the hill. Maybe then comes back down. I don't know. But once that SUV comes in through, I know we've all said, okay, well, then it pulled in and it parked at, 1122. But if you really pay attention to how long you hear that SUV, it goes way past that driveway. And at one point, like it picks up the noise. So it's like it's giving it the gas to go up that hill. But I don't ever see the lights in that. So I think that's weird. Weird. But hey, let's just add more weird stuff to it, right? I don't know. I think that vehicle, as much as I'm not 100%, it's the one that pulls in their driveway. I mean, that's what I know a lot think, but to me, when I listen to it, it's definitely way more than that. So, okay, guys, that's what I've been working on somewhat. The other thing that I've been messing with is, which they could have. Definitely. I don't know. I know everybody keeps saying, oh, no, that's the car that pulled in and parked in their driveway. But once it passes this cam, it should, in a matter of a few seconds, we should hear it. Even if it just sets an idle, you can tell. That vehicle goes and then it gives it some gas and it gets louder, but we never see it on Linda Lane. So I know it don't go over there. So that's what makes me wonder if it went up the hill. And it could have turned around and come back down and pulled in there and parked. I'm not sure. But it's just weird to me that you still hear it. But then I don't see no more lights from it. I think that one's strange. Now, the other thing I've been looking at is exactly, Carla. I don't get it either. Oh, you didn't, Meg, I sent it to you in Discord. You're fine, no biggie. I've only been going an hour and a half now. I knew yous were all in with Mrs. Potts, so it was no big deal. No big deal. Swampside Chick, welcome. I wish I could find the body cam. Hold on a minute. I mean, as long as you guys got time and you're all right, let's look at something else I want to show you. Let's see if I can find it. Body. Oh, no, wait. It was what? Law and crime. Let's go here. And let's see if it shows me any. Okay. Hold on. There's a couple things on this I would like to point out if yous are good. Why can't I find my main screen now? Okay. Yeah, I noticed you haven't been on. I really haven't either, honestly. I just haven't. I get on every once in a while to check a few things and that, but I haven't been on much of anything lately. I've been working on this stuff, and I get like focused in on it that I just completely forget about everything else going on. You know what I mean? That's what I do. But anyhow, in this can, y'all pay attention to like I don't know. The things that she says in this thing just does not line up. One of the things that bothers me on what she says is when she describes seeing the guy. And she's like, oh, this, that. He's seen me. He turned, he looked at me, but I don't understand why he didn't come at me. Why didn't he come at? Why is that confusing? Because if you did not think that guy was in there doing anything wrong and he was just a visitor and was leaving, why is it so strange that he looked at you and kept walking? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but my personal opinion is I would not be thinking that if I was not scared and I didn't think of anything, I would be like, oh, yep, that, whatever, a visitor. But she's like, I just don't know why he looked at me and he didn't do anything and he didn't say anything. Well, why would he if he didn't do anything, And why does Kaylee going to bed means it's time for her to go to bed? That was the other thing that got me. It's like, so at 4 a.m., yous are all in the living room dancing and everything. So how is it that the two upstairs are unalived here rather shortly after hearing that? I don't know. I don't know. Things just, my mind, my poor mind, it just goes crazy. But let's watch some of this just for a second so we can point out some things.
She wasn't answering, and then I opened the door for a second and I saw this guy, and he was not
Right here.
insanely tall, but he was wearing all black and like this mask that was just covering his forehead and his mouth.
Well, get into town. We've got a quadruple homicide.
And this is the other thing. Why is this body cam on already? I thought the body cam didn't kick on until we were on the scene. Right? I mean, am I wrong? Or am I, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've only ever seen the body cam where they turn on when they get to the scene. Yeah. Right, Meg? Like, how would you not know? Hi, Ro. That's my other question. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Here's my other question. Where was Kaylee? If Maddie was so intoxicated, why is she the one letting the dog out? Where's Kaylee? Why is Maddie and Bethany letting the dog out? Then Murphy doesn't come home and they lose him, and Kaylee just doesn't go out looking for her dog? I mean, I don't know. And the other, I don't know. Let's just play this some. I just don't get why he... Pay attention to the time on this. There's something else I'm working on. Just pay attention to the time.
Where's she at? Yep. Where's she at? Where's she at?
Yes.
Here's my other question. You notice he goes up to the top of the steps here, and yeah. Well, why does he drop his bag up by the table? He doesn't even carry the bag with him into Xana's room. He drops it there on the floor. If you were to bring in your defibrillator to go save this person, why'd you leave it set in the living room floor? Yeah, exactly, Swamp Side Chick. Did Kaylee go somewhere else instead of... That's what I'm starting to think, because why would she not let her own dog out? Why would she, if let the person that's like the most intoxicated in the house, go take your dog out. Then she loses your dog. So you're telling me you're just going to lay in bed and say, okay, whatever? I don't think so. You're going to go try to find your dog. But none of this is said. None of this is brought up by Dylan at all. If you have someone who may or may not be breathing, right? Watch him. Like I said, pay attention. He dropped the bag and everything in the living room.
We got a call from them that someone, they're working something normal, and I just came in checking in and as soon as I just
Look,
I checked this
bag was supposed to go down.
and I
Pay attention, please. Who's back around and Greg's laying there.
Okay, do it.
I don't know if they're still in here or not. I really just in here. I grabbed the knife. They're like,
You walk in.
1370.
It just makes no sense.
Okay, stay back there, please.
Big bag's laying out in the living room. So why did he never carry it into the room? Because what? He knew you didn't need it in that room? Because why else would you just drop it when you're supposed to be there saving somebody? There it lays. Never went in the room with him.
Let's slow down. Just come here. There's two. Looks like fatalities. Dude.
I don't think she would do this bumps like this. After, really thinking about this stuff, I'm starting to wonder if Kaylee was numb.
All right. Okay. Nobody's allowed to leave for now, okay? Just stay here for me, please.
In all reality, right there, he should be dividing them kids up, separating them, putting, Bethany in a car, putting Dylan in a car. You do not leave these people together like that unless what? You're staging this? I hate to even say them words, but I don't know. That's, if she wasn't home, that makes even less sense to me. Yes, I know what you mean. What you mean, but Meg, think about it. Why? I just don't see Kaylee letting the drunkest person in the house take out her dog and lose it and not get up and do something about it. Because Dylan says nothing about it. Just like, the other flag that I think is in here. When does Dylan ever mention DoorDash? She doesn't. DoorDash was there at 4:00. Why is she not mentioning that DoorDash was there? And why would Murphy not be barking at the DoorDash? You know what I mean? Just my thoughts. Nothing, just in my opinion. I just think it's weird. But for Kaylee not to go look for her dog makes me think that maybe she wasn't there. Did she run over to Jack's real quick for a quickie? They're college kids. Why not? Yeah, she had to have, Meg. She had to have. I hate even saying it. I'm not in any way trying, to be disrespectful to them. But I question a lot of things with Dylan. But honestly, I'm starting to question a lot more things with Bethany because she's the quiet one. Why does she ask if she can go home at Thanksgiving? That's our first question she asks. Why she ask that? Unless you're in trouble, why would you not be going home for Thanksgiving? Unless you did something wrong, why would you think you can't go home? Yeah, it could be. You could be right. It could just be... young kids not realizing and,
Here,
dumb things they
can you
say and
guys
do, I
go
guess.
over
I
to
don't
the
know.
dumpster for
But
me, please?
yeah, I do think DM knew more than BF, but I think there's something there for BF not to want to come back to
Okay, let's
Moscow.
go.
She did not want to come back. I mean, to the point where she didn't even go to, the victim's impact statement or anything. Nothing. She's scared. Why is she scared? She's not going to be that way if they have who did this crime in custody.
Police department.
I think she knows that that's not who did this crime, and she's scared to death of the law enforcement in Moscow. That's my personal opinion. In my opinion, only, no facts, no nothing, just my opinion. More than Dylan. There is zero information. BF is the one who called DM first, and that's all. Exactly. DM is who called BF first. That's another thing.
Moscow Police Department.
Exactly. She has to be. You know what I mean? Like, you would have to be scared to death.
Going up.
And if you are, then it just tells me that she's scared and she's not coming back for a reason, because she knows who did this is not in custody. Yeah, I think so too, Witchy. I think she was threatened that she would be next. And she got the hell out of Dodge. And she did. She got out of there, she lawyered up, and she got the hell out of there. So you tell me. Something's not right there. And this is my other question right here. Right here. Nothing is said about two people in that room yet. Why does Gunderson come up, walk past him,
There's a back entry. I was going to start taping it all off.
and go up there?
There's two right here.
Oh, okay. I guess he kind of said, is there, when he said there's two right in that room. But see, Gunderson was already on his way up there, which I thought was just strange, because Nunez said, it's clear, we cleared it, and they're talking about, securing the house, and then Gunderson just goes around and starts walking upstairs. But I guess it does say right there is two more, but I don't know.
I got in there.
I think there have been passed out and had targets on their back for a while before the unalivings. Yes, Donna. I thought you were swearing with that beep. No, I didn't use no beep. And that was the other thing. Am I going crazy? Okay, here's the question. Am I going crazy? Which I am, but besides that point. Was it not said, I don't know where it was. I don't know if it was in a documentary. I don't know where exactly it was. But oh my God, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, didn't they say that the girls did not go to the formal on Friday night? They were thrown out of the sorority, so I don't think they were allowed to go to it. So am I right or wrong here that it was said that they didn't go, but they made up like pictures and that like they were, just to mess with the sorority for them to think that they were coming? Is it that story? The book said that. Okay, Meg, thank you. Thank you. That has been driving me nuts. Here's my question about BM and DF. You find two people dead. There are two people unaccounted for. So why do you not beg the police to check on them first thing? Yep. Yes. Okay. I thought so, because I seen a channel, and I honestly don't remember the name of the channel, but they were mentioning about going to this formal. And I'm thinking, no, I don't think they did go to that formal because they were thrown out of there or they left a sorority or whatever it was. So they weren't welcomed at this formal. Here's my question. Why? Why? Just because they left the sorority, or was there tension and a reasoning for it? Okay. That's interesting. Keep playing. I'll have more ideas come to my head here. And that was it too. I mean, Dylan went out of her way, supposedly out of her way, to get Kaylee to come down to be her +1. But if you weren't going to it because you're not part of the sorority no more, then what is all that about? That just don't make sense. There's a lie right there somewhere. I mean, imagine that, a lie. Really? I mean, come on. A red dress. You know what I mean? So why did Dylan go out of her way to ask Kaylee to come back as a +1 if they weren't even allowed to go to it because they're not in a sorority no more? So that makes 0 sense. You know what I mean? I'm trying to read chat. Sorry, I'm confused. Let me hit play.
Check with Prince.
And I don't know, my personal opinion, again, this is just no facts here, guys. You all should know I don't know shit, as Miss Potts says. Oh my God, my brain. There was something that was said right there. Oh, when you're calling 911 and the only thing you're worried about is telling your story. Can I tell you what happened at 4 a.m.? Can I tell you what happened at 4 a.m.? I'm sorry, my concern would not be at that exact moment what happened at 4 a.m. My concern would be what is happening to my friend that I see laying on the floor, and her not making sure that your story is, you know what I mean? Like, she was pushing so hard to quickly tell her story of this man being in her house over her friend laying on the floor. Yeah, that's what's getting me, Meg, is it's literally just the most legit questions, and people aren't asking these. They're just like, yep, he did it. End of story. Now, I will tell you something, and I'm not, let's just say it's through the grapevine, but through the grapevine, it is said that Ann Taylor got hold of the Innocent Project for Brian. So, I hope so. I hope this is true. I hope. But supposedly, she did get a hold of them to look into this case or whatever they need to do. So, fingers crossed on that. I just, you heard that too, Meg? Okay. Yes. That's a good thing. Let's hope that's true. And I don't know how it isn't, because there's just too much questions in this case. Way too many questions in this case for it not to be looked into. Somebody outside of this police department needs to look into this case. Whoa, let's back it up a hair. Let's go back 5 seconds. Okay. Where's the little things on the wall? Interesting, Tonka. Interesting. Well, there's enough people involved in this case that there might be somebody that's willing to do that. I don't know. Yeah. But you see this? There's another picture out there where there's like little sticky notes right here that has Xana and Kaylee's name and that on it. And then somebody pointed out there was a poo-poo hole right here, but I don't see it in this one. But I have seen the sticky notes that they were talking about. They are. Is there? Maybe there. Oh, look at that. Y'all see that? 1 and 2. Interesting. Can you see it? It's not on my screen, right? No. I want to make sure there was nothing on my screen, but there is definitely 2 little holes right there. Those holes could be from a picture mount. There's at that. Yeah, it's a weird height. It is a weird, but I wanted to see because I seen somebody else point it out.
You
And
want me to go back there and start IDing people? Okay.
what's that cop going upstairs for by himself? What are you doing, dude? I want to know. Or how about the fact that Bethany describes that room as her room multiple times? When she's asked in her interview where her room is, she says it's at the bottom of the steps on the right, which would be the spare room. These ones, I question this too. Who are these? Like, I don't know. I think these are just the cadets, like, in training, because they all look young and that. But wouldn't you think that, I don't know, I guess they don't need to go in and check. It's obvious, but here comes old Jack D up along the side.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
No, you're good.
Hang in there, brother. Okay.
Did they tell you anything? They were dressed by like 4 when she worked in the main room.
This is one of the.
Pretty much they were in the main room. I heard them dancing and laughing. Kaylee went upstairs and she screamed because someone was in the room. She ran downstairs and I kept calling her name and she wouldn't answer. And then I saw the guy. I just walked the door and I ran downstairs. But we don't know what's going on.
Can you come here with me, please?
Good question, Donna. Her room was trashed. And you notice that Bethany don't really talk a lot with, like, the Dylan thing and coming down, and because for a while I had to listen to it twice to even catch that she said that Dylan did come downstairs, but it was like neither one of them really said much about that. Like I said, nothing was mentioned at all about the DoorDash at 4 a.m. To me, if Dylan is up and you hear Kaylee dancing in the living room at 4 o'clock with the dog, the food was delivered at 3:59. So you sure that, I mean, obviously now we're pretty sure that it had to be Xana, right? It couldn't have been Kaylee because Kaylee was upstairs already, whatever. And if that's the case, if that was Xana that ran upstairs with Murphy, maybe to, because she heard commotion after she got her DoorDash. I don't know. Strange. The first responders are told to park down the street and walk up. All their equipment is on their ride. I feel like I'm watching a movie scene. Yeah. I am working on something. Me and Justine are working on something that has to do with that exactly right there, Tonka. And I think it'll come out to be a pretty good boom that we're going to show here, hopefully soon. But yeah, I questioned that too. Very good point. And you don't, I mean, I guess you do hear sirens at one point for a second or two, but why would they have to park down there? Why would they not have pulled right up they have room to come up this road and pull into the crime scene? Why would they park way down there? That just does not make sense to me at all.
Break Fire 3170. Could you guys grab some blankets for all these people out here?
Oh, okay.
Good point, Ro.
Nope. Just come over here with me, please. Okay. Just give me 1 second, please. I'm gonna get your name and information.
Huh.
Just 1 second. We'll get you a blanket and stuff, all right?
I do too, Witchy. That's what I like about you guys. Like, I feel like we have a really good group that, I mean, we get our bad eggs here and there that come in and want to start stuff and that, but, you know, for the most part, we're all pretty good people. You know what I mean? We all ask questions. That's what this is for.
For your feet to stand on? Okay. I'll let you. Thanks, man. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, if that ambulance shows up, that'd be great too. Grab some blankets.
That far. One person can catch all.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, exactly. It takes all of us to even get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Eve gets an idea, then I get an idea, then, you know what I mean? We all put them together. That's what I like about it. I think we're all here for the same reason, and we should work together and not against each other. It's not a competition. And there's a lot out there that make it like a competition, and I don't like that.
Thanks, boss.
These are 4 innocent kids' life that something's wrong about. It's not a game. It's not, you know, it's not a movie. This is real life, and I just feel like it's, like Tonka said, it's like looking at a movie. It's staged. It just, things don't seem right. Like, why? Okay, if we don't need the first responders, then why are we still just hanging out here? Just standing over there. Again, mixed in with the crowd of witnesses, you got, you know, cadet training people just standing around. Yeah, they're giving blankets right now and that. I get that, but I don't know. To me, it's like
and your middle name?
Contaminating the scene again, because you're just letting these random people walk around and talk and discuss things and get their stories straight and make sure it's all lined up right.
Okay. And is this your address?
Yes.
What's that address?
1122 King Road.
Is your driver's license right?
Yes.
Okay. How much have you seen in that?
No, I don't really know. I just saw my friend when I called because we were so scared. We're like, can you please come help us? And that's all I saw. He told us not to go in. That man right there. That helped show you around.
There did go in there.
Yeah, and that's when he told us he needed to call the
Sorry.
cops.
I forgot I had it turned down. Sorry.
Do you mind just waiting over there for me, please?
They help them stay warm.
No, I overheard you talking about last night.
Yeah.
We have buddy clean school. Maybe someone out of
The more we know right now, the better. We start this process.
Oh, me too.
We'll probably be revisiting this interview with you
Yeah.
very soon. Again, okay? So, just,
Blah, blah, blah.
you're probably going to have to retell the story quite a
That's
bit.
fine.
All right. What do you remember seeing? What started?
I remember I was in my room and I was trying to go to bed and I heard Kaylee, who ex-girlfriend who also has a dog in her.
Real fast. Which one is your room?
Kaylee.
Which one is your room?
Oh,
What room are you in?
Yes, exactly, Fleas. Exactly. None of it matches up. And the more I slowly go over and watch these and look at these, I mean, the question after question for every one of these. I wonder what other people who criticize Amanda Knox and her boyfriend are not looking. concerned enough outside
You were in that room,
about these
My room, not
group
Xana's
of
room.
people. Yeah.
My room.
and your room is this one right here,
Next to the stairs. That one is Xana's room.
second floor room.
Second floor.
Okay.
All I heard was I heard go upstairs. Like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now because she's going upstairs. All
You
of a
heard
sudden,
who go upstairs?
Kaylee and the dog Murphy.
Nope.
And upstairs to the very top.
Yeah, that's where her room is.
The blurring drives me nuts.
Okay.
Like, I mean, like,
And
you
then
don't know
also
what her
her
face looks
walking
like?
up,
Come
I heard
on.
her scream, and she ran downstairs because she saw someone. That's what I'm pretty sure she said. Someone's here, and she screamed and just ran downstairs. And I called for her name, but I jumped up and locked my door.
Right
because I was
there.
so scared.
Okay, right there. Tell me it does not sound like she goes to say, and I called the ambulance is what my first impression was that's what she was going to say. Now listen to this again.
Just ran downstairs, and I called for her name, but I jumped up and
Right
locked
there. But I know she's saying I called her name, but at first when I listened to this, I swear, it's always just, I don't know why it sticks out to me. It sounds like she says, I called the ambulance, but she stopped in the middle of saying ambulance. Okay, at least somebody else noticed that. Thank you, Augusta. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. But I picked this out. Nobody else has said it, and it's driving me nuts because I know that's what it's supposed to be saying that she called her name, but to me it sounds like she said, and I called the ambulance. And I think that's strange because if you listen, I have it played again.
here, and she screamed and just ran downstairs. And I called for her name, but I jumped up and locked my door.
I know I called her name, but it just sounds like to me she went to say I called an ambulance.
Because I was so
It's
scared.
driving me nuts.
And then I heard someone in the bathroom, and I heard her crying, and I heard some guy say that you're gonna be okay, I'm gonna help you. And I kept calling her name, but she wasn't answering. And then I opened the door for a second, and I saw this guy, and he was not insanely tall, but he was wearing all black and like this mask that was just covering his forehead and his mouth. And I locked the door, and I called, and I didn't know what to do.
This is at 4
4
this
a.m.
morning?
Yes.
Okay.
At 4 a.m. This is at 4 a.m. No, it's not. Because at 4 a.m., Xana would have been getting her DoorDash. And if that's the case, and this is happening at 4 a.m., that white car that they say is Brian does not come in till 4:07. But locked her door. Wouldn't that be the exact moment one calls 911? Because yes, that's what I would think. But, I guess we don't in Idaho. I don't know. What happens in Idaho stays in Idaho kind of thing. I don't know.
And
They're
so I
just
just ran
blurring
down.
to
You
protect
left here?
themselves.
I left my room down to she's that one with the white blinds at the very bottom.
Okay.
I ran down there and we talked, and we just locked the door. We didn't think anything of it. We're like, nothing happens in Moscow, so we just tried to go to bed. And then we woke up, and it was weird because none of our roommates were up, and we called all of them. They were not waking up.
Meg, that's what I think. Meg says, wouldn't it be F of heard the doorbell or knock off DoorDash? See, that's where I always thought Bethany's bang and flash was. And I still kind of do. I think her bang and her flash could be as simple as knocking on the door, or is it somebody that was running out of there and swung the front door open, and you know how it hits the wall, boom, and then you would see light because of the outside porch and that porch light and everything's on. See, that's one of the thoughts I had for what the bang and the flash was. But if you listen to how Bethany describes it, and it's coming up, I wrote it down. She says, where did I write it down at? She says it. It's strange how she says it. It's like it came from up there. I thought it came down here, or like the flash. I don't know. It's strange how she says it.
And so me and like, this is weird. So I called and to come over, and then that's when all this happened.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
Who all lives here with you?
You know, it's crazy. I don't know if you've seen the channel, and I feel really bad not knowing the channel. It could be one of you guys. I'm not even sure. But one of the channels even, there goes my brain again. I'm sorry, guys. This is a menopause I'm going through. I cannot keep a thought in my head for the life of me, but then it'll come right back. It drives me nuts. There's another channel out there. I'll think of it. Hold on.
That one right there.
Okay. Who's Santa?
Santa is the girl in there.
Is the girl that lives this floor?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you spell her name?
Xana.
Do you know if she has a middle name?
Alexis, I think.
Do you know what her last name is?
Kernodle. K. I don't know how to spell it really. K. You know? RNODL.
K-A-E-R.
K-E-R.
K-E-R.
N-O.
N-O.
L-E.
D-L-E? Okay.
X-A-N-A.
X-A-N-A. Okay.
Ethan, who's in there, he doesn't actually live here, but he's here like almost all the time.
There's a male that lives here, and
He doesn't actually live here. He's in the room with Xana, I believe.
he's in there right now.
But he doesn't live here, but he's here a lot.
Yes, Richie. Yes.
And then there's Maddie, Mogan, and Kaylee up top. I don't know where they're at though.
Maddie
Mogan. Maddie Mogan and
Maddie
Kaylee-
Mogan.
Yeah.
And who?
Kaylee Gonzalez. She's the girl that I was talking about, Kaylee, who I just heard her go upstairs and then run back down the stairs.
Okay. And the guy that
Yeah.
lives here, his name was what? Or he's usually here.
Ethan.
Ethan. And you knew he was here this morning?
No, I didn't know. I had no idea he was here.
Okay.
Bullshit. Sorry, but bullshit. And here's my thought. If you're scared and you're, you know, oh my God, nobody's answering this and that, and you heard Kaylee yell, and you got enough balls in you to get out of your room and run downstairs, right? I personally think I would come out of my room and hit the steps that are right there and go upstairs to my other friends, over running the whole way through the living room, down the stairs, the whole way through the basement to the other side to a room. I get it. The other girls weren't answering, but I'd still be checking. I would not just run, not check on my
All right,
roommate.
describe the guy that you saw.
I don't think he was a little bit taller than me, and I couldn't really see much of him, but I'm almost positive he was wearing a full black outfit, and he had this mask that was just over his forehead and over his mouth, and he didn't say anything to me, like, at all. I just shut the door and locked it, because I didn't know what to do, and I think he went out, like, the side door, the sliding door in the kitchen that goes out to the backyard.
Okay.
And then I didn't know anything else, so I called and I was like, I just need to come downstairs and find you because I don't know where anyone else is.
But you didn't. Bethany called you first, and they're not telling us that. It's in the transcript thing, but Bethany calls her first. And she says that if you listen to how she describes all this and trying to get a hold of friends, she's telling us that she's trying to get a hold of her friends prior to even seeing him, right? Then she sees him and he goes out to them. Bethany's the only one in answers, so she goes downstairs. So guess what? Your timeline is not matching to what you're trying to say, because they're saying all this and it's not match. It does not match to what they told us. It does not at all. They tell us that, you know, she sees all this. Then she starts calling her friends. No, she started calling them before she ever even seen the dude.
And I called Maddie, I called Dana, I called Kaylee, no one would answer.
Okay. All right. For Xana, do you know how old she is?
She's 20.
Is she in a sorority house?
Yeah, not anymore.
Okay. She's a student at UVI?
Yes.
Do you have any contact information for her parents?
No,
It's okay. Well,
okay.
we can get that eventually.
Her dad's name.
And then Ethan. E-T-H-A-N.
And Chapin, Chapin.
Hey, real fast.
I want to get the best of me. So.
And right now I'm getting all victim information. She knows the other two girls are up there. I haven't told her who's deceased.
Meg, I do too.
They just
And it would make more sense.
unaccounted for.
It would definitely make more sense. I wish WSU Mom Kim would come out and talk right now. I really do. I mean, I don't 100% agree on everything she said, but the Dylan and I'm thinking they just come in to rough them up would make so much more sense. You know what I mean? Like, they're there to do that. So you're just to keep your mouth shut and sit in your room. Well, it was a lot more noise and you got a little scared. And the only other person in the house that they weren't attacking was downstairs. So you just went downstairs with that person. Because otherwise, why are you not checking on your other friends? You know what I mean? Like, you'd be checking on the two upstairs then. You heard and you heard all this.
Whose
Why
dog?
would you not go up and
Who owns
check
the
on
dog?
the other people?
Okay.
Yeah. Good point, Meg.
Okay. Since she knows a bunch of the people who are living here, I'm getting all their
there
names
anybody-
and then
Meg, is there anybody else live right now? I hate being live on the same thing, and I notice my views are going down right now, so I figured somebody must be live. Imagine screaming, crying, straining voice. You see a masked man, your roommate's on the floor, and the whole house goes silent, completely silent. And you go on social media, it's dead scared, but do nothing. Yep.
then I'll finish collecting all their information.
What's the other cop
Okay.
that's
How
here?
old is Ethan?
There's Anderson,
downstairs next to the bathroom that's got
Nunez.
got a lock on it. You guys,
We don't know.
Is it Snyder? Who's that one?
okay,
I want to know who the other
to that
cops
room.
are.
okay. So it's not something you guys normally do.
No, we have no idea what it is.
Up here comes the leaf blower. It's going to be starting.
So Ethan, how old is Ethan?
I believe he just turned 20.
20. And it's Chapin, C-H-A-P-I-N?
Yes, I believe.
Okay. Do you happen to know either of their date of birth?
No, I know knows Sienna's date of birth.
Okay. No worries. And Ethan's also a U of I student?
Yes, he is.
And you don't see him here right now? You see, but I'm pretty sure he was in that room.
I think so.
Okay, thank you, Meg.
Told me. I don't know for sure.
Alright, and then the two additional roommates that aren't here right now,
They're not.
that aren't here with you,
Yeah.
what are their names?
Maddie Mogan, Maddie
Snyder.
Mogan.
Okay, I thought it was Snyder
And
still.
then Kaylee, Kaylee. Goncalves, Gonclaves. I think that's how you spell it.
How old is Maddie?
She's 21. Or 21 or 22. I can't remember. They're both over 21, but I don't know exactly.
I think so. How old is Kaylee?
Over 21. I believe she's 21 or 22. Sorry, I don't quite remember.
It's okay.
Good point, Meg.
You're doing great.
Good point. And it kind of fits with what I'm thinking, because when Bethany talked, she said, and how she says, I thought the bang and flash came, or the however she says it came all the way down here or something. It's weird how she says it. We'll get to it here, but it makes you wonder. And that, yeah,
Asking a lot of you, so I appreciate you. You're doing very well.
Do you know if the other two girls are upstairs or not?
Right now, what we got to do is we got to process this whole thing.
That makes sense.
I don't know what I'd be permitted to tell you
That's fine.
right now.
That's
Okay.
fine. I understand.
Okay, let's go back. I just want to make sure we're getting everything. So you're sure at about 4 this morning?
Yes, it was 4:10.
You first noticed a guy.
Well, I first noticed Kaylee go upstairs and scream and run downstairs.
So 4 this morning, went upstairs
Yeah.
to the way top.
Yes, to her.
And she's really stuck on the fact that it's Kaylee. Why? Because I would, I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking out loud, as Meg says right now. So this is all just my opinion. Just thinking out loud. But, I mean, I guess maybe you would think it was Kaylee because you heard Murphy. But for that person to come back downstairs and go into that other bathroom and you hear them, what makes her think it's Kaylee is what I want to know. Besides it being Murphy, is that why? Because she heard Murphy, she thought it was Kaylee? Or is she thinking it's Kaylee because that's who she was told was getting, roughed up? Because otherwise, I don't know why she would think it's Kaylee. Exactly. She should have heard. They act like they never heard Xana or Ethan come home. They have no idea when they came home. So I guess that's why she thinks it's Kaylee too, is because Xana wasn't home yet, that they thought, which makes no sense because this is 4 a.m. and everything's starting to happen supposedly. So they had to have come home in that time period. And they don't mention them at all. Weird.
Room with Murphy the dog.
Okay.
And then
you heard Kaylee scream?
I heard her scream and run as fast as she could downstairs. And she said,
Yep.
Someone's here.
They did, Meg. But they say they're not.
She ran downstairs.
Yes, I can
Bethany
hear everything.
Bethany said they went upstairs coming up, that they went upstairs and hung out in Kaylee's room and they weren't home yet. And that was 2:00. So when did they get home?
Pretty much we heard her run downstairs.
Especially if they're dancing and playing in the living room at 4 a.m. Really? Why do I just not believe that part of it at all? I hate it too, Meg, and I can't quit either. I keep trying.
And then I heard Murphy barking a lot.
Okay.
And then I heard her going to I think it was the bathroom, and I remember her sobbing. And I just remember hearing this guy's voice that I didn't recognize saying, "You're going to be okay, I'm going to help you." But it wasn't I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't in a nice way. It was a weird way, a weird tone.
You're going to be okay. I'm going to help you.
Yeah.
And you didn't hear anything from Kaylee anymore at that
No,
point?
after that I didn't hear anything. Okay. So then I kept calling for her name. I called on my phone, I called Xana, Maddie, and Kaylee. None of them answered. So then I opened up the door to look, and that's when I saw the guy pass by. He looked at me, but he didn't come towards me or say anything, which was really confusing to me. I don't understand that. And I'm pretty sure he went out the side door. And then I called and said she thought maybe there was a fire or a firework. We didn't know. She heard this loud noise and there was a light, I guess.
Did you hear a pop, a bang?
I don't know. Did you hear a bang?
It's what she heard.
Okay.
That's what she heard.
Okay, never mind. You sit there. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Hey, where are you going right now?
I'm just going to pick up my phone.
Okay. Where's your friend live? To the left, please.
Yeah, I can go.
Okay.
I don't think I ever heard a bang. I didn't think anything about fire or firework.
Or a
until
gunshot.
I told her. I don't think I heard anything of that, but I also was kind of in and out of it because I was so scared and I was so tired. And that's when I called and I told her, I need to come to your room because she was the only one that was answering me. So I just ran down there, and for a second I stopped and I saw Xana passed out, and I thought maybe she was just sleeping or something. I didn't think anything because I was so out of it. And I went into the room and we just fell asleep. And then we woke up this morning and no one was waking up at all. No one was answering, which was really weird because all of us wake up around 9 or 10. And then I called to come check, and he came here first. And I told him what happened, and then he looked in the room and he said he needed to get out and call the cops.
The guy that you saw, I know it was dark, right? Or were there lights on in the house?
I think there were lights on in the house, I believe.
Okay.
I don't really know what he looked like because he had a mask, but he wasn't like super tall.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10". I think it was maybe my height an inch or two higher or lower. I can't really remember.
Meg, I did see Joel's post, and that's funny because I asked for a supplement. I can't even remember which one it was now that I asked for, and I got told the same thing. It don't exist, which is weird because you talk about it in the in the paperwork and that. So how does it not exist? I thought that was weird. Like I said, they're crazy with stuff. I've asked for, I asked for all the stuff for the hybrid car, when it was bought, where it was bought, repairs, who was driving it, what their time card was for that night. And you can ask Tonka because I sent it to him to show. They told me like $1,250 I could have the info on their hybrid car. That's ridiculous. They make sure that the stuff is so highly priced that nobody's going to get it. And that's my feeling to it. Nobody is going to pay all this ridiculous price for stuff that we shouldn't have to pay for. And they're just making it so ridiculously high that you can't. That's what I want to know. Where? Yep. But that cam don't exist. None of them exist if you ask for it, they tell you that it just doesn't exist, Ro. I think it's crazy. I mean, Olivia said she's seen the girls get home and take the dog out to go potty. So how'd you see that? I want to know how they seen that.
Stocky.
More like
When you ask, they tell you there's no cams from it. They only have 1112.
Skinny in a way. That's what I think. I don't know for sure.
And then the voice, he said, when he said those words, you didn't recognize that voice before.
I didn't recognize him or his voice. I mean, I also couldn't see him, but I didn't recognize that voice at all. It didn't even cross my mind
It's
if it could be.
Did you guys have a party last night too? Or?
Not tonight, but there was and we had like a formal thing beforehand. That was 2 days ago.
She says beforehand.
Is there anything that popped out about that event?
She says beforehand as if like they go to this formal. But it's the book, by what Meg said it was the book. I believe she is right on that. Says that they didn't go to the formal. They weren't allowed to go to the formal, which would make sense because if they're not in a sorority no more, then they wouldn't be going to that. But they also say he parked behind Molly. Those weren't Molly's words. Where is that footage? I don't think Molly had any words for it, to be honest with you. I think Molly got told what to say. I don't think she said that. And if she did, well, it was just because she's friends with Santa and Santa told her to. Yeah, we know, Meg. You're a know-it-all. It's okay. We love you.
That was concerning?
No, I mean, I went to because Ethan, he is with my Santa and her dating Lindsay, and I went there. I was there for.
I hope you don't mind just spending time hanging out. It's nothing important. Like I said, the Linda Lane and that I am working on, and I am also working on this. There's a problem with timing and all that on this and the EMT. But other than that, today's just like hang out, and I know you are, Meg. It's just kind of hang out and, chit chat. Tell me what you want to see, to talk about something. I don't care. Somebody wants to join me on panel, they're welcome to.
A little bit.
But
and then I went to my friend.
It's just kind of a hangout with Christy day.
Home with my friend.
I need to get watch hours on this channel before I can do anything. I'm 13 shy of 500, and then I need the 4,000 watch hours, and I think I have like 1,000 of them if I'm lucky. So I figured we'd hang out and watch some videos and do what everybody else does. Let's just chit chat, throw me questions. figure it out. Sorry, you gotta go back to work. Ro,
I
that's
don't think I have any more questions for you right
crappy.
now.
Have fun at work. We'll see
Somebody
you
else.
later in the YouTube streets.
So let's grab that. Let's go back over there.
Okay. We're gonna get the. I want to hear her explain this firework thing that she heard.
All right. Who else lives here?
And who's Bethany
Can I get your last
standing
name,
with?
please?
Does anybody know who that is that she's with?
Okay.
Not watch the video in the first post.
Okay. Do you mind hanging out here, please?
Everyone think of it. Pretty much that we're pretty sure it's fake. It looks it anyhow. I mean, I look it over yourself. You know what I mean? Make sure, get your own personal opinion on it, but it's interesting. If it's not fake, it is interesting, and I'd like to know where it came from. Because if so, that means a house on that corner somewhere has a camera. Which I'm sure they probably do, but I think there's a camera along here somewhere too that it had to be. Do it have to be there or right there? Is that a camera? Hold up. No. Is that a camera? Is that a camera right there? But if so, it'd be pointing that way. But it might still see. But that looks kind of strange right there. Maybe I'm seeing things.
What time frame were you here?
Is it better?
Through now.
You hearing me
Were
now?
you here the whole time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. What time did you get here last night?
Trying to check.
Yeah.
You hear me now?
While you do that, I'll turn
There's
off
my
now.
mic going.
I forgot you were here, man. Do you still want to hang out here?
I just want to know what's going on.
Yeah. I don't know how much I'm allowed to disclose right now. We're processing what's going on in the scene. As soon as we know for sure, we can tell you guys what's going on. We absolutely will. I know it sucks to be in the dark with this, but okay. And what's your relationship again? Okay. Yeah, man. As soon as I know we're able to fill you in on what's going on, we'll let you know.
Do you guys hear me? Hey, Dean. Yeah. Okay, so you must be able to hear me if Dean's responding. I just wanted to make sure everybody can hear and see me now. I don't know what happened before.
Okay. Like I said, you're welcome to get out at any point. If you want to hang out in here, you can because it's warm. If not, if you want to hang out with them, you're gonna hang out outside too. Okay. Tell you what, I'll just crack the door. I'll try to not lock it on you, so if you need to get out.
Water dishes?
We can start. Yeah, we can see if somebody can bring some of that stuff by. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so what time were you here last night?
About like 1:24 or something in the morning.
Today?
Yeah.
1:24 you got here? Okay, what was going on at about 1:24?
And our friend watching Vampire Diaries on the couch.
You and
I think that vehicle right
watching Vampire
there,
Diaries.
that vehicle right there, I think is one of the cars that might leave on the cam that night. Because there's a black SUV with it's kind of boxy, and that one definitely is boxy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
And then this is just one of my friends. I'm sitting over there trying to just talk.
Oh, okay. All female.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so you guys watching Vampire Diaries out in this the second level? Okay, and then for how long?
Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say, and I forgot earlier. Bethany says she was watching what, Baby Daddy or whatever. I seen a creator show a clip of Baby Daddy, and there's like this fireworks scene and like explosion that happens in it. I'm thinking, isn't that ironic? Then that's what she sees. I mean, I never watched Baby Daddy, but I seen that they did a clip from it, and I was like, wow.
I don't know.
Just like Vampire's Diary, right?
And Maddie and Caleb came home from the club. And then we all hung out in Caleb's room for a little.
So Maddie and Kaylee were at the club.
Yeah.
You know how long they were there? Probably till closing at least.
I don't know. They went to drug truck afterwards.
Here's that leaf blower.
Okay, and then they came home at about what time? It's okay. You're doing great.
Come on.
So they did get home at 2?
Yes.
How do you know that?
I just have a picture of Kaylee's room with Murphy.
See? She says around 2.
Okay. Then what happened after that?
And then me and Maddie took out Murphy, and then
Murphy's the dog?
yeah,
Okay.
and then I went inside to go to bed, and she was still taking him out. And then I was in my bed, like, about to go to sleep, and Maddie just said that she lost Murphy. Like, she was, like, and was wondering if he was with me, and I just said no. And then I went to bed.
And what time do you think you fell asleep?
Maybe 2:33.
Okay. What time did you wake up at all between 2
I
and...
thought I heard something like loud and Murphy like bark. Like usually like she barks at things. And then I thought I saw like a firecracker, so I thought someone maybe was just drunk and like put a firecracker in the house. But I wasn't even really sure because I was kind of still asleep, so I wasn't sure if it was like real.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, I had listened to a couple things at a time. Loud, you thought you saw a firecracker because of a quick flash?
Yeah, through like my door, but I was like still half asleep, so I don't know if it was like real. Or not.
Was
I
it-
thought it was maybe in my dream.
Okay. And then, did you ever like pick up your phone to see what time that was? Or okay.
Oh, maybe I might have called and asked her what was happening, because sometimes we do things and I'll call her and be like, oh, what was that? And she's just Ethan.
Okay.
Do you guys recognize all these vehicles in here?
Yeah. I tried to call Maddie and Ethan and Xana and all them at like 4:20.
So you called
I tried to call all of them. And
Maddie?
they weren't answering, but
at what time?
4:30 and 4:22.
Huh.
And then 4:21.
Okay.
And then Ethan at 4:22. And then Kaylee at 4:31. I thought they were close.
At 4:31.
Yeah.
So no answer, and then did you go to sleep after that?
Yeah, I just kind of fell asleep again. I was like half awake.
Well, that's a good point, Dean, because I was asking earlier about how did they get a picture of Murphy up under the desk when you're going to see them walk Murphy out pretty quickly here, or maybe they did and I missed it, I'm not sure. But when they said that pictures of the scene didn't happen till like 4 o'clock or something like that. Well, Murphy was already gone by then. And Eve, I wondered that too. I wondered if they found Murphy or did, like, I just don't see Kaylee going to bed without her dog. So where was Kaylee? Why was she not out looking for Murphy? And it just don't make sense. And then just to go to bed and just say, okay, whatever, he's outside. So what? You just leave the door open for him to come in? You just like, you left the drunkest person in the house take care of your dog. It does not add up to me at all. Where was Kaylee at this point? You know what I mean? Thank you, Dean. It was just certain things I think about when watching this is, okay, well, maybe now that you pointed out that cop grabbed the camera, maybe he did go up and snap a picture of Murphy real quick before he moved him out. I mean, I guess that's possible, but they said crime scene pictures were taken at like 4 or 5 o'clock, whatever it was. Well, Murphy was already gone by then. But I want to know how Murphy got back, because at 2 something in the morning, you got the drunkest girl in the house and Bethany outside with the dog, can't find the dog, And what? They just come inside and leave them? So Murphy wasn't in the house at all until when? And how did he get back in there? And if you're gonna hear, like, here I go again, sorry guys. And if you're gonna lay there at, this time of the night and you hear all this stuff on and you hear the dog outside barking, I mean, my instinct would be go get the dog and bring him with me so he's there to help me if there's still an intruder around. You know what I mean? But instead, they very little talk about Murphy barking. I mean, it just kind of gets brought up right here and then it's like brushed off and that's it. Well, did Murphy ever come back in the house? Was he lost the whole time? Like, I got questions, damn it. You know what I mean?
Okay, and then what throughout your day did you got up by what time today?
I woke up and my jaw was feeling really bad. I took some Advil at like 6 or 7, and then I just went back to bed. So I figured no one would be up anyways. And then I didn't wake up until we called you guys again.
Okay. Moscow 70, could I get the time this call was generated?
Now he's asking for when the call's generated.
Thank
Well, isn't it on one of the documentaries that Hunter even states that, I know it was said somewhere, that he received a call at 10 a.m. Then the next one, he said it was 11 a.m. But I know there's one out there that I will find that he states that he received a call at 10 a.m., which would make more sense because she's saying right now they wake up between 9 and 10 and the house was quiet and it was strange. So why would you wait another hour to call somebody? You don't. So I think she called them at that point, if not sooner. I mean, obviously, if you listen to WS Mom Kim and that Dave and all them, it was happening, for a couple hours beforehand. So I don't know, by the way, why was Dylan's phone yes, that was the other one. And my phone charged in time zones quite quickly. If Dylan's phone is on Boise time zone, then isn't all of our messages and everything going to be off? Aren't they going to be on Boise time? Or, I mean, how her little Boise time, it just kind of threw me off. Now I'm glad you brought that up, Eve, because that was the other thing. If it's on Boise time, then all your stuff is off by what, an hour? Isn't that ironic?
All right. Do you remember seeing anybody in there that
I
wouldn't
was
belong?
downstairs the whole time with my door locked. That's why I always think of it.
Okay.
I didn't really hear anything either, but
She was downstairs the whole time with her door locked because she was scared? Of what?
just being like loud and making things.
It's pretty typical. Okay.
That's what I would think, Richie, that even if, I mean, that's what made no sense to her saying it was on Boise time, because your phone should adjust to, wherever you're at, that time zone. So I'm just confused on why she said Boise time, but it shouldn't be. It should go, to Moscow time when you're in Moscow. I don't know. If she's in Moscow and all Moscow zone, then she goes back to Boise, but changes to Boise zone.
Do you
point.
have
I just thought it was
any
strange.
parent contact information for?
I know Maddie is.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. I know her boyfriend.
Okay. What's Maddie's boyfriend's name?
If you make the last name, if you make the last name.
Is anybody having any issues with any boys?
He lives in Boise.
Okay.
But
So
that
he
means
wouldn't be able to. Right.
Texas history might change after the fact. That's what I'm thinking, Witchy. I just figured it would throw off the text message.
And then I was talking to you about the formal stuff, right?
No, that was
Those are okay. So you guys have
Look at
the
these
formal.
two. His Rolo would say, "Skirt." They're gonna turn around.
No issues.
He cracks me up.
Everybody got along.
Text made in Moscow on Moscow time zone.
And you were out here when I rolled up?
Inappropriate.
yeah.
Okay.
When she pulled up her phone log.
So I don't know if I have any other questions for you right now.
Huh.
Okay. I appreciate that you did very well recalling as things become more clear. Write them down or something so you don't forget. Sound like a good plan? Like I said, some other people are going to be talking here. And then we'll make sure everybody has the detective's case number or the detective information, and so that you can reach out to us if anything comes to mind and not just wait for us to reach out to you.
But the text will register which time zone it came in on
Physically,
the record log.
are you doing
Okay.
fine otherwise? Okay. All right,
Makes
we'll
sense.
go back there. Thank you very much. Does anybody else live here? Okay. Who, by show of hands, who was all here when I got here? Sorry to talk to you too. Okay. Alright. 1 second.
I will say I feel bad for Hunter Chapin standing there. I couldn't imagine that feeling.
So, Maddie
No glove by the garbage?
and Kaylee were at the club last night. They got grub truck after.
Richie, that would make
Don't know if
sense.
they ran
You're
into
making
anybody
sense
that
with
maybe
it.
had issues
Okay.
there. They just had a formal the other day without a hitch. There was no issues at formal. So that there's
I just thought
nobody
it was
that,
strange she mentioned Boise
they
time.
should be having bad blood. So
I mean, here we are with the whole time thing. It's not
obviously
like,
follow up
you know,
needing to be done at the
time's
club
messed
and
up as
the
is.
grub truck at the very least. I did a very preliminary interview with the two people that live here and that were here last night. Everybody else I'm about to identify was not here last night, but was here in the parking area when I rolled up, so I'll just get their information. Perfect.
Anybody asked, is any of these cars belong to these guys?
Ryan asked, sounds like they recognize all these vehicles to include some of the ones down there.
If they ask, well, none of these can leave.
Well, I never heard that, including some of the ones down there. What's that supposed to mean? Then, well, that don't make sense unless they're talking about. But didn't Hunter and them say they walked over? So they went. What other cars would be along the street that they're talking about? Because Bethany, unless she had a different car by now, I mean, she didn't have the RAV because I have the report on that. She was in a wreck the month prior to, and the vehicle, needed working at. So she didn't have a RAV. So what other vehicles are they even talking about that's parked down the road? I never caught that part. That's interesting.
Okay.
We need to start, once Tyson gets here, we'll start figuring out how to get them somewhere warm.
Yeah. A couple of them did ask about like bottles of water or something. I don't know if there's anybody logistically that can work that out. We can call EMS
I
too.
have a couple bottles in my car.
Okay. I know Disney would be willing to help out however they can.
Okay, I'll go grab those out of my car.
Okay.
And then,
They keep asking what's the status of all four people. I don't tell them we're
they all
figuring it out.
know.
If
How do
they
you
ask,
you hear that? Did you hear what he said right there? And he says that, they're all asking about what went on in there, and Gunderson's like, yeah, they all know. They all know. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh. Who's that? I never paid attention to that person. Oh, is that Maisie? Yep.
Hi. What's your name?
Aw.
Okay. mind just hanging out with him for a second?
See, right there, he should have pulled these kids apart. Why is he letting everybody stay together? It don't make sense. Are any cameras on them places over here? I don't see any. I don't see any in there. I don't see any there. I'm bound to determine. There has to be a camera somewhere that where they're just not telling us about. I really think so. Again, thank you all for being here. Make sure you hit the like button for me. We got to get this channel going. I think I'm at 487. I need to get to at least 500 subs. So if you haven't subbed yet, please, please, please sub. We're going to finish this up and I'll wrap it up for the day. I've been on here for a while. We're just chit-chatting, but you have seen my Linda Lane stuff that I'm working with, and I'm going to have a couple good videos coming soon. One has to do with this right here. I can prove a couple things on this one too. So, don't they blur by dumpster when the cops get out? I think that is where the camera. Oh, Tessa, huh? Don't they blur by dumpster? Now you said that. I gotta go. I gotta check in the person's video once there's a log line. Somebody playing jokes on views, maybe. I'll see you. Hey, thank you, love. Yes, make sure you back up and see that beginning part and see what you think of that video. And keep up the good work, girl. Hey, Bubbly. I wonder the same thing. Not much emotion at all being showed with them. You know what cracks me up is right here is where that car was trying to park. And this one you can tell has been parked here because there's snow in front of it. So they had to be coming right in here to try to, you know, do his little turn and park right there, which makes no sense to me. Bubbly, I don't know if you were watching in the beginning. I played, I've been on for a while, but I played a TikTok video that we're pretty sure is probably fake, but it is interesting. And then I played Linda Lane and this one side by side with each other. I played from the 4 to 4:30 today. I did the whole hour, but I played that today to show that the sound does not pick up. What is happening on the balcony cam, we do not hear on Linda Lane. Even the loud vehicle pulling in, you can't really hear it.
So we'll get Dustin and Payne working on that. So I'll call Payne now. I'll call Darren and get Payne.
We have family members walking up for Ethan, the male. Where do you want me to circle?
Bubbly, everybody's saying that's the 425, I think it is, 426 loud SUV that's pulling in, that they're saying is Hunter pulling up in the Explorer. That's what I showed on the video, that the Explorer is loud. The exhaust is loud, but I don't hear it on Linda Lane at all, which is strange. And if you listen to it closely, once it passes the balcony, if it was going to park in their driveway, it would only take a couple seconds and that vehicle would be in the driveway. But if you listen to it, it sounds like it goes up, and it actually sounds like it gives it gas and goes up the hill beside the house. So I don't know if if it's Hunter or not. But I will say, did you know, and I didn't know this, Bubbly, I just found this out. Did you know that the LE owns a black tinted window Ford Explorer? I didn't know that. I mean, I have the paperwork to show that they own it, but I never knew that. I think it's interesting if they own a black SUV like that, because that's what's pulling in at 420 something. If you back it up, Bubs, at the beginning, I show it. Just zoom ahead till you see the double screen. And I think, like I said, it's like 420 something when that vehicle pulls in. And you can tell it's an SUV. And you hear it rumble for a while before we even see it. And that's what everybody says. Oh, that's Hunter. That's Hunter. But, I mean, it might be Hunter. But I don't think it pulls in the driveway. To me, it sounds like it goes up above. It just, the sound lasts longer than what it would be for them to pull in that driveway. And even if they pulled in the driveway and just idled, would be one thing. But if you listen closely, it sounds like it's going uphill and giving it gas and all that. So I'm not sure. And then I find out that they own a Ford Explorer. I don't know. The headlights shine Bethany's window and her blinds were open. Now, how would she see that? Exactly. Now, Bubs, there's a point when, where's it at? Well, we all know what this is. Hold on. I'm going to show you here real quick. Right here. Right here, Bubs. If you look up here in this corner and you zoom in real close to it, it looks like there could possibly be a camera right there. There's a white thing and then the end of it's black and it's shining right down here at the sidewalks, but it would pick up over into the driveway. Okay, you have it? Okay. Interesting. Interesting, but I'm pretty sure there's a camera right there on that one. But like I said, not 100% sure, but maybe it's this one. There's a point in this video that you can see that corner really good. And I zoomed in on it, and it really did look like there could possibly be a camera right there at an angle down at that sidewalk. So 536, you think? See, there's another point in this video that I stop and point out that I wasn't the only one. There was somebody else in the chat too that said that it sounds like Dylan is saying that she went to call the ambulance and then she like shuts up. But it's supposed to be she went to call by the name or something like that. But oh, thank you, Bubs. Thank you. I'm getting frustrated with it. I'm trying. I can't get my subscribers up. I can't get monetized. Like everything I go to do, I just can't. And I'm getting frustrated. Now I'm like, virus or something attacked my laptop. And I'm just having all kinds of problems right now. So did Rosie go to the house? Pop thinks he did. Hey, I'm starting to really wonder about some things too. Really am. But there has to be a camera over here. They're just, I don't know. I mean, maybe not, maybe so. I don't know. But I just feel like there has to be I think right here's one. And maybe it does angle that way and you can only see like part of the driveway, but there's a camera somewhere that shows that driveway. I don't care what they say. There's a camera there somewhere. And we got questions, damn it. Like, come on. I want my questions answered. Don't we all, right? But yeah, I don't know. I'm getting ready to wrap it up here, guys, but I've been on here for a while. I did my 500 questions. We'll go back here, finish out the video.
So I'll call Pam now. I'll call Darren and get him.
We have family members walking up for Ethan, the male. Where do you want me to sit?
I will talk to them. Can you start the
What are we trying to search this residence?
Yeah, just talk to our shift sergeant.
Video. No one else had. She has to. She would have to, Bubs. There would have to be. And you have that picture? Have you showed it?
Guy back and start on the warrant right now.
And then the last calls too. This is the timestamps that good right after it happened. Is at 4:21, 4:22, 4:30. She made these phone calls immediately after the bang.
Okay. Okay. Trying to call the people that are in the house.
And if you pay attention to how they just said that, 4:21, 4:23, 4 whatever it was that she made the phone calls, and you listen to Dylan, she made some of them phone calls prior to seeing the person. So 4:21, 4:23, or whatever the calls were, she was saying that she called them first and then seen them and then called Bethany, but we all know Bethany called her first. It don't line up. Oh, well, yeah. I can't get monetized because of my body cam. On my other channel, when I first started out, I was just dropping raw, unedited body cam, and you're not allowed to. Well, they won't monetize you for it. Even though I showed them my FOIAs, my emails, I showed them everything that it was legitly mine. I don't know. I've fought with them for months now. I gave up on it. That's why I made this second channel. But it's not going like I wanted it to, so I don't know what I'm doing. And now that I got this laptop issue, I'm kind of stuck. So, but yeah, they don't like the raw body cam, and I'm sorry, I do, because I wanted you all to see that I didn't edit it. I didn't do a thing to it. That is exactly how I received my body cams, and you know what I mean. I just wanted it raw, unedited, because a lot of people will edit their body cam, and I wanted everybody to see them not edit it, and I guess that's not allowed. Okay, Bubs, I'll look for it. In the video, amongst other pictures, it's parked with other cars. Interesting.
No one answered.
Interesting, Bubs.
Perfect.
Do we want to shut this down so Travis not going through?
Probably. I can do that. All right. Thanks, Darren. All right.
There's Cam on that tour? Right there? No, maybe not.
Like there possibly was one shot or the firecracker.
Okay.
We haven't seen any obvious gunshot wound here, so we don't leave anybody. And then, what did your lady say about someone coming in, seeing somebody come in?
She saw a guy masked, about 6 foot, skinny build, like a basketball player. She described.
Thank you, probably. I will.
Said that.
What I figured out with the body cam is either I have to go back on the other channel and make all my body cam private, then they will do it, I guess. But they won't even look at that channel till after like the middle of November. So my original channel, I couldn't do anything anyhow till then. But I didn't want to make them private. So what I was trying to do was actually, put an entrance, an intro, and edit it throughout, put on some stickers, some smiley faces, whatever, you know what I mean? And I combining like a lot of them, I'm doing like the car cam and the body cam together, so they can't give me grief for it. And I have a bunch of them ready to go, but like I said, I got the laptop issue going with now saying I don't got space and all this other stuff, so it won't let me download them to the channel. So I'm telling you, I'm a mess. That's why it's called Christie's Chaos, because that's all my life is chaos.
He had a just full black mask, see, like a ski mask, at about 4.
Now it's so bad. People's like, where's your stupid chest? Where's your all that? I don't got it. The only thing I can put is like pin up my cash app, and I'll drop my
roommate that was upstairs, Kaylee. Somehow she was able to discern that it was Kaylee screaming. Then she could hear this masked man saying, sorry.
Oh, over here?
Let me call Brett.
Okay.
She could hear him say, you're going to be fine, I'm
Interesting,
going to help
Pablo.
you.
Thank you.
And then no noises.
Yeah.
there, maybe. Should be right there. Let's see. Are they gonna blur anything out anywhere? Come on. Nothing.
Is there anything else you want from me for now? I can start heading back.
Yeah,
So,
start
okay,
packing.
search warrant, as far as the search warrant goes.
Good description of the place.
Okay.
A couple photos and describe everything.
Okay.
What are you doing? Well, get into town. We've got a quadruple homicide. Yeah, it's 1122 Queen Road. Right.
Yes. If I put them private, I can
Yep, sounds
change
good.
them. I can
And
edit
then
them,
I gotta grab my phone.
and
You were
I can
looking
put them
for
back out.
Any shell casings?
It was
knives,
just I'm not
or just any indicia
He-
weapons.
not to change the subject, but right there. Why is he talking about gun shell casings?
Casings.
Right there.
I gotta grab my phone. You're looking for any shell casings, knives, or just any indicia weapons used. in, like-
Weapons, signs of force, or tools to break into building, electronic devices, etc., etc.
Okay. I'll
Main thing is
start getting the rough.
just get the body of it.
Okay.
This date, this time, we were dispatched here.
Okay.
Prosecutor, when you get a hold of the on-call prosecutor, tell them what we got. Let them know that you're working on a search warrant and the nature of it, and then we'll go from there. They'll have a long list.
Okay. Do you want these are the victims' names?
I don't need them at this point.
Okay.
I'm going to probably do a quick walkthrough and then go back.
Okay.
I'll meet you at tedious things.
I haven't finished IDing everybody here. I'll let I'll let Shane know so he can delegate that to somebody else.
Yeah.
Hey boss, I gotta get going to start some paperwork back at the station, so imagine you don't want to go with.
And that was the other thing. I could never figure out why does he sit in this car the whole time? Why is he not outside with everybody else? Why is he sitting in this car? I mean, I hate to say it, but my gut tells me one of two things. One being you're upset with the people that are outside, that you don't believe their story or something, and you just don't want to be by them because, they didn't call for 8 hours. They didn't, you know what I mean? So maybe you're upset and you don't want around them and you're sitting in there, or you're sitting in there because, you knew something was going to happen and you're feeling guilty and you can't stand out there around, Ethan's brother and sister and face them. Like, it's weird. You wouldn't sit in this car by yourself. I just don't think so. I mean, in my opinion, like I said, it's just all speculations here, guys. But it's one of two things. Either you're mad because you hear them say they wait 8 hours, or you're sitting in there feeling guilty about something. And you notice when he walked up the cop, and one of the first things he asks is, "Where's my dog?" Well, don't you think you'd be asking about Kaylee? Unless you already know. And it said, just don't make sense to me because none of it does. But the biggest, like I said, is bugging me is, why did Kaylee not take her own dog outside? Why did you let the drunkest person in the house take your dog outside? And then lose your dog. Can't find your dog, but then you don't do nothing about it. You don't go out and look for him. You don't go anything. Like, that don't make sense. Yeah, well, he did. I guess at the very beginning when he first walked up, somebody said that one of the first things he says was, "Where's my dog?" I haven't quite, I got part where it sounds like it could possibly be him saying that, but I don't understand why they take the dog out of the house and take it to Humane Society when the owner's sitting right here. That don't make sense to me either. Like, I think the whole thing is just majorly not right. And if the rumor's right, yeah, I mean, I know Tonka said it, Innocent Projects is broke right now, but I heard that Ian Taylor got a hold of them and they're, possibly are going to work on Brian's case. I mean, I hope, but who knows? Fingers crossed on that. That's just the word on the street right now that they're going to do that. So we're going to stop sharing. We're going to come back to me. Oh, thank you all for being here. I mean, I greatly, greatly appreciate every one of you. You're all awesome. Please make sure that you hit the like and you subscribe and go check out my regular channel too, because right now I'm just not sure which one I should keep. I thought about keeping one that, one for backup and one to play things that I know are going to get, struck and I can't play, and then keep the one for regular and just make my body cam private. I'm not sure. Until I can figure out my laptop problem, I can't really do much. I'm trying to save up to $60 to go on Amazon and get the little space thing that Kim from Typically Unique was telling me that I can get. Hi, Kane. I'm coming in late. Try to get some more space on here because, like I said, I have a dump of body cam that is Brett Kapaka, and it's body cam I've never seen before. It's pretty crazy, some of the stuff that's in there. But I can't even get them all because of this stupid laptop. And I got rid of 1,200 photos the other day. 1,200! And it didn't help me one bit. So I got rid of every app that I don't use. It gave me like a hair, and I was able to download a couple things, and then it was gone again. So I don't know what I'm doing yet. But any donations I get is just going to sit there, and we're going to figure out either I got to get another laptop, I got to get, I probably need to just get a PC if I really want to keep going like this. I don't know. Every day I want to quit this case because I hate it. And every day I can't quit this case because there's so much wrong. So much wrong that it just needs the attention. It needs to be shown. And I don't know. Somebody needs to do something about it. Not that little old me is going to do anything about it, but I wish that somebody out there would see our stuff and actually look at this case that's not part of Moscow and all them. Somebody outside needs to look into it. Is that what it is? Star dates? Okay. External USB hard drives are reasonably priced. I think that's what Kim called it. She said it was like $50-$60 or something like that. It has an internal storage. Go get you a card. Huh. See, I don't know this stuff. I never touched a laptop until this case. I mean, I managed a store for 18 years. I opened up 4 different convenience stores and got them up and going and all. And it was back then. So like I might have had to log on to something, but it was literally simple when I was right back off. This all like downloading files and compressing and extracting. And I never had to do any of that. So it's like, I always tell people when they're like, well, you need to do this. I'm like, explain it to me like I'm 5 because I don't know this stuff. I actually looked into my local community college, has some free classes, and I'm about ready to take one just to learn how to do some stuff. Just plug it in your SBS. Oh, it's that simple? And then I just don't have to do anything. Just plug it in and it'll like kind of walk me through everything. Stargazer, you're awesome. Thank you. Same with you, Bubbly, and Kane, and Tonka, and whoever else is in here. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. But I do have an interesting one coming as soon as I can, like I said, get enough money saved up and go get this and get the memory, and then I can download what I have. But there's some interesting things at the beginning of this cam that does not match up that I want to point out. And same with the EMT. There's some fishy things about that I can show you guys. And I'm going to keep working on the Linda Lane and balcony cam together to see if we could get rid of that static sound, it would be great. But like I said, I did just talk to Moscow yesterday, I think it was, and they informed me that the original, hi William, the original Linda Lane is going to be released here real soon. They're almost done with editing it. And I don't know who it's getting released to, but she said it is going out to somebody. Now I could pay like $30, and then it's like $5 per gig after a certain amount. I don't know. I could pay that and get it myself, but I'm thinking I'm just going to wait and see who actually gets it. It depends on who gets it, on whether I trust it or not. But I want to see this original Linda Lane. I really do. I want to see what they have. I want to see the dumpster one too. I am William. I'm having a good day. Yeah, right, Kane. I mess things up constantly. It's just click this and hope it works. I download stuff and I'm like, wonder where that went to. Now let's find it. If you would get into my laptop, I wish I could get somebody that could get into my files and that and organize them for me, because they are a disaster. I just download and hope I can find it. That's just how I am. But hey, anything I can do, I do. I just want to see that these 4 kids get the right justice that they deserve, and I want to see the right people that did this crime to pay for what they did. And like I said, I don't care who did it. Brian said he did it. Okay, he did it. Fine. But there's things wrong with how they got to him. There's things wrong on the whole case. And it just needs looked at. Because if they're doing it with this case, they're doing it with other things too. There's been how many deaths in that town, in that college town, and they just mysteriously, oh, it was a drug overdose. Oh, he drowned in an inch of water, but he was a swimmer. You know what I mean? Just certain things just don't sound right to me, and I can't quit until. I don't know. I can't quit until I can't. I don't know. I just gotta, like every day I want to quit, and every day I'm like, no, I'm not quitting, because this needs to get out. Somebody needs to hear this. Yep. Yeah, I do. I actually, every Sunday is my football day. So I make sure I don't get on Sundays. I make sure Sunday is like no YouTube day. I have to, because if I don't, I go completely insane. I mean, I'm dreaming about this case. I'm dreaming I'm in that house, like I'm Dylan. And you know what I mean? Like, the amount of time I have devoted on this, and I had to laugh when I was deleting photos the other day. I'm like, you know what? It's pretty sad that I've deleted 1,200 photos, and most of my photos are this case and not my kids. I have more of this than I do anything. Oh, Tyson Randall guy. How did he pass? What? Some of it, Bubs. I do get charged for some of it. I didn't, but in the beginning of November, I was one of the first people they told that they were going to start charging. It was right when the sentencing occurred and all that. Right before that, I was talking with her and she's like, "Hey, listen, you're out of town. I'm going to give you heads up. You got to start paying now." And I'm like, "That ain't fair. Just because I don't live there, I shouldn't, you know what I mean? I don't think it's fair." Well, you're getting there. You're getting there. There you go. There you go. We got you. Got to get Bubba's here too. There you go, both of you. But there's just things that I don't understand. He was an IVU student that was reported as only he died. Huh. That's interesting. Kane. But yeah, I mean, Bubs, I have so many reports and everything from prior to. But like I said, in December, they told me, well, I couldn't figure it out because I was watching everybody else still get cams and nobody was being charged. But then they were telling me that I was going to get charged. And then all of a sudden, I seen like Joel's and everybody start complaining about it, which it's not horrible priced. If you want a body cam, you're going to pay like $30. If you want the body cam and the report, it's like $50. But I asked for all the hybrid stuff for the car and when they bought it, any repairs, when it was inspected, anything like that. $1,200, Bob. They wanted $1,200 to give me the info for their hybrid undercover car. That is outrageous. For what? I swear they up these prices just because they know you won't pay it. So they won't, you know what I mean? So they know, well, hey, if I make it high enough, people aren't going to pay that, and then we don't have to give it out. It is insane. It is completely insane. But like I said, if I was a bigger channel and I had, memberships and everything else, I'd be scarfing up the body cam left and right because that's like the thing I like to do. I love to invest in, look into the body cams and everything. But I can't just start paying that kind of money for body cams right now when, I'm a broke ass white chick right now. I mean, to be honest. So it's a lot for a body cam for what? You know what I mean? So I figured whoever's going, I'll wait and see whoever gets to Linda Lane. And if it's somebody I don't trust, then I might go ahead and pay for it and get it. But I don't know, guys. So many questions in this case. He has been, William. He has. He's been doing good. He's been helping me out getting subs. And, let me see where I'm at right now. I'm at 487. 487. I got to at least get the 500. Because they can't monetize you till you get to the 500 and you have to have the 4,000 watch hours. So that's why I went live today and I've just rambled for the last, 3.5 hours just to try to get watch time in because that's the hardest part of it. Because if I could get memberships and you know what I mean, then I could get more reports in that. So it all works together, but yeah, he does. He's played mine. He's played mine. Especially the one that I just pointed out. Bubbly, did you see the one I pointed out where the two, the 330 and the 338 matches? It's almost identical. And then I did another one where it was like 340 and 4 o'clock or something that also matches. Interesting. Kay Kane, did you know that Moscow owns a blacked out Ford Explorer? I didn't know that. blacked out Ford Explorer pulls in at 420 something that everybody says is the Chapins. Well, I'm starting to wonder now. I'm starting to wonder. Yeah, I wish I'd get to see more of Outcast and that, but he's on at night when I'm sleeping. Yes, really. No, what is INL? Does it say INL? Yeah. Ah, thank you, Bub. Thank you, thank you. There'll be another one coming here shortly. Like I said, once I can clear up enough space to download, I got another good boom coming. And it just shows more corruption. Kane wrote it. Do you know what INL is? Right above your comment. Where'd you see those initials? I don't know. Kane. Yeah, he is on late. I can listen because that's when I work. Oh, that's right. You work at night, huh? Nah, I don't get to watch him much. I always watch him on replay in the morning. I like him. I do. He has a good channel. Same with Bubbly. Anybody watching this, please go check out her channel. She does awesome work. Awesome work. Like I said, we all need to stick together. There's Bub's. Yeah, there's Bubbly's channel. Go check her out. Please. She does awesome work. And now we're going to do Kane. Make sure you go check him out as well. Like I said, if we all work together and we put our minds together and all our questions together, I think, it helps. Here comes Lucy. Coming in hot. Oh, I love you, Lucy. We got to get you to help me with my storage. See if we can. I even ran my HP diagnostics and everything. So, you're welcome, Bubs. Acting like INE is new. I don't know what INL is. Why do I not know what that is? January of 2025. It is to them dog walkers. It is September. Oh. Don't be hating. Don't be hating. Hello. I was getting ready to call it a day. I've been on for 3.5 hours. Intelligent particle accelerator. Oh. Huh. Wow. That's another thing. I'll have to look up exactly what you're saying. Lucy talked Spanish most of the time to me because I don't understand her. Oh, thank you, Kane. I'll click on it and see what it is. I'm scared to click on stuff that Kane drops. Oh, interesting. Oh my goodness, guys. I don't know. Lucy always picks on Kane. You guys crack me up. Yeah. Okay, guys. I guess I call it. I don't know what else to even look at or talk about at this point. There's just so many, so many unanswered questions, and we just all got to keep digging and keep doing what we're doing. And thank God I'm not in the basement. Oh, Kane, you're basement worthy. If I had a basement, I'd put you in my basement. I don't have a basement. I live in a townhouse. Sorry. Don't be hating. Thanks for stopping. Thanks for your support. Thank you all for your support. Like I said, I wouldn't be here without you. But keep an eye out. I'm going to have another boom coming. And I am going to work with the Linda Lane and the other cam and see what else I can find on that. Because there's definitely things not working out, lining up and that. You're welcome, Witchy. Thank you all for being here. Like I said, I love every one of you. I wouldn't be here without you. I'm sorry I don't have memberships. I'm sorry I don't have, freaking super chats or anything, but I do have Venmo. I do have Cash App. If anybody's interested, like I said, not expect it, but very much appreciated if you do. It's going to go towards my saving for my drive so I can get more space. I miss you too, Kane. We need to we need to do a live together. Seriously. We need to set up something and get together and shoot the shit here, because there's a lot to talk about. And I'd like to go live. We got to get Lucy to go live. We got to get her on panel. We got to get something. Put my email in here. Use that one. There's my email. I have two, but that one is my main one, so just use that one for now. You're welcome, and thank you. Bubs, you do awesome work. Thank you for all that you do. Kane, same with you. Lucy, same with you. Yeah, I know. Good luck with Lucy going live. I know. I keep trying. I told her, come on, she needs to come up on panel. She can talk Spanish all she wants, because I probably won't understand half of it. But yep, we need to get Lucy on panel before this is over with. I have a 20 KB eternal hard drive I can send you. Oh, well, that would be awesome. Is that just one of the simple ones like they're talking about? That would be awesome. I need to figure out something. Like I said, I've actually even deleted old body cams that I, have already made a video about and everything, just to try to give space. I just don't understand. I don't know. I don't understand why all of a sudden I don't have space, but I delete all this. And I mean, I delete a lot, and it still didn't help. Yes, Bubbly. Yes. I forgot you haven't, have you? But you've went on panel, right? Yeah, you've went on panel, because I've seen you on Tommy's and that. So I know you went on panel. You just have never went live. Well, Bubs, go live. It's not that bad. Laptop, William. It's not Idaho big. It's not. That's the sad thing. And honestly, what killed me is the Brett Kapaka, because they sent in 3 installments of them. And each installment has, like, I'm not exaggerating, probably 15 to 20 different. They sent me every body cam to every officer that was on that SWAT call. That would be awesome, William. And there's a lot of body cam, and I know that's what hurt me, was that. But I want to download them to go through them, to look at them, to make sure, if there's something, or that maybe they're nothing, and then delete them, I guess. Or I don't know if I can combine them, or see, that's where I don't know. This is the stuff I don't know how to do. Oh, you haven't even used it yet? Well, look at you. Nope. Yes, panel. Well, Bob's, anytime you want to come on panel, you are welcome to come up with me too. But yes, I think you need to do a live. They're actually not too bad. Obviously I don't use the camera, so it's all right. I'd be scared to death to show you the train wreck that I am most of the time. Oh no, pictures of my feet. Well, Kane, I'll send pictures of my feet if that's what helps. I hate feet. I hate them. But anytime anybody ever wants to join me on panel, you're welcome, because it does keep me going. It keeps me talking. It keeps me flowing. You know what I mean? To be up alone is kind of hard, because, chat's behind. That's what makes it hard, is your chat is so far, behind what you say. so I'll be talking and ask you something, but it's going to take like 2-3 minutes before I actually get your response. So it's hard to hold a conversation, while with it. So I like having somebody on panel with me. So I'll never show my face, safety purposes. See, yeah, it's the best thing you can do. I'm the same way. I say it's because of the train wreck I am, but there's too many facial recognitions out there and everything else that I just prefer not to show my face right now. Awesome, William. I will send you an email, or you have my email. You see it in here. Can you just send me an email real quick from, so I don't have to come back into the live and grab yours? I'll throw it out here again for you. Anybody can email me with info if you have. But yeah, William, if you want to email me and then we can talk that way, that would be great. You are wonderful. Yeah. You love your feet. You need feet. Yeah, well, I don't mind my feet. It's everybody else's feet I don't like. Yes, very cool, William. Very, very cool. You have no idea how much that is appreciated because, like I said, I don't really have all the extra money to go and buy all this stuff. But Lucy did tell me she can help me maybe fix my problem. So, but I know the body cam is going to be my issue, and I want more body cam. So I got to get the PC and but first is get storage on here, then I'll get it. Not usually. I don't think. I don't know. Now that you said that, I think there's still chat up. Good question. I don't know, Bubs. I don't watch myself, so I won't go back and watch my live. I can't do it. I'll pause myself and skip through to where I need to be in that, but I won't watch myself. So now that you said that, I think chat is there. So I think, but don't quote me. Oh, huh. Well, I don't know if they hold mine or not. And like I said, I've never paid attention because I need to go get those links Kane dropped. Yeah, I mean, I have chat open, so it should still be there, like on a playback and that. You should still get it. So you should be able to, Bubs. So thank you, William. Oh, I just got it too. Just as you said that, I received it. I'll respond to you once we're done here. Okay, yeah, there you go, Bubs. Kane's going to email you him. That's a good idea. But, okay, guys, let's, I guess, wrap this up for today. Kane, if you want to go live, let me know. I'm in a chit-chat mood today. So many questions. Yes, I got your email, William. I seen, did you get the email? Yes, I did. Okay, sounds good. Okay, guys, thank you all for being here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Check out my other channel too if you're not already subscribed to it. It's the Christy Nevada. I don't have a link. Monday, 5 p.m. What the hell day is today? This is Thursday, and you want me to schedule something for Monday? I'll forget by the end of today. I'll forget by the time I end this. Unfortunately. So you'll have to remind me, okay? Monday at 5, I'm going to show my feet. Am I going to make some money? If I show my feet and make my money, sure. I'm fine with that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Storage shouldn't be a problem with 20 terabytes. Oh, okay. Well, how are you going to do that? Because I thought they weren't, because you use OBS. I thought they weren't able to get on with you the other night, Kane. No, William, I shouldn't have any problems at all. So honestly, I think now that you say that, I'm just gonna try to like do a sweep, but I'm not gonna delete anything because what's left is stuff I don't want to delete. So that would help me a lot. And then I can download and get my next boom out for everybody. Oh, you're going to use StreamYard? Okay, good. I was going to say, you can use StreamYard here. I refuse to pay $88 a month for StreamYard or 20 some dollars a week or whatever it is. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I mean, yeah, if I was a big creator and I was making bank or something, then it's a different story. But, oh, William, that would be a lifesaver. You have no idea how much you would help me with that. So much appreciate it. Wow. But, Miss Potts is a big old brat. Gotta love her, right? Gotta love her. She just wasn't going to click on another link she didn't know. Right? Yeah, with that, I should be able to save what I have for sure now because I'm like right there. I'm not, yeah, I love Mrs. Potts too. I'm not like, when it shows like you're full, it still shows I have like a very, very sliver of storage left. So I know I'm getting there, but I just don't want to delete no more stuff because I've deleted already important stuff. And then I got mad, and my big thing that ever started my channel was my body cam of Molly and her DUI thing at the Walmart parking lot. Yep, I lost it. I don't know where it's at. It's gone. Like I have videos just gone. Like I don't know where they're at. I don't know why they're gone. Nothing's like they're just gone. And I don't know if that came from a storage problem or if that came from like, you know, StreamYard, with somebody hacking me. I don't know. But yeah, my Molly videos and that are gone. But granted, I still have the actual video I release. I just don't have my original body cam, which is upsetting, but oh well. It's the risk we take by being on here. And it really is. We are taking a risk of being hacked. We are taking that risk. And I knew the risk was out there. So I can't get too mad. I knew there was a chance of it. I just don't have enough protection because I'm not paying for, all that stuff. So, but William, you would save me so much appreciated. Love you for that so much. Yes, I love Mrs. Potts too. But okay, guys, let's end this. It's probably won't help me with the StreamYard stories, but it will help with have a drives to save stuff too. Yes. That's all I need to do. I need to like combine probably 50 Kapaka body cams that I have into like one file. And then I need to take all of my Molly like pullovers and put them into a file. But that's the stuff I don't know how to do, roll. Like I guess at doing it. It's like click this and hope it works. Click this and hope it works. So I probably messed up and got rid of my own videos. Who knows? But they were just gone out of nowhere. So, which is crazy to me that can even happen. And I've heard other people say, I remember hearing Bubbly say that she had videos that just up and were gone too. So, it could be something with YouTube or it could be something with my storage. I don't know. Who knows? It's just the risk we take for being on here. But like I said, guys, I will have more coming. I do have a good one that should be coming out here as soon as we can get this storage figured out. But y'all got anything you want me to look at? Let me know. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. Make sure that you ring the bell so you get notification when I go live next. And hey, love you all, and I will see you on the YouTube streets.